Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to this week's episode of
Brunchism.
I'm Sanj.
And I'm Camille.
Let's get this show started. You got an organ of the month for us
Yes, us. We are our organ of the month.
Wow.
So, as a reminder, we are teaming up with the ladies of So Unexpected and Jazz Made It Too to sponsor a high school students champagne party. We will be offering tables and chairs, decorations, food, nails, makeup, and hair installation and styling for...
Wow.
Right?
I might have to apply.
She's going to be popping. Like,
I may have to
do they have adult proms? Like, for real?
I might have to register back into high school and apply. That sounds like
GED. We should do one. But,
night school.
So if you go to our Twitter, Instagram, So Unexpected Instagram, and Jazz Made It Instagram, all the information is going to be in the
description
bio. Podcast notes, yes, and we've posted it on our Instagram already, but the link is there to apply. Please send it to your little sisters and brothers, your younger cousins,
anyone who's going to
anyone, and also remember that you can, it is in the LA area, and remember that you can nominate someone else that you feel is worthy too. So we're excited for that. It should be fun. We're also going to be putting on a brunch event to raise money for the champagne party. And that's going to be on April 29th. And more details for that will come soon. Y'all going to get to brunch with us. All right. So that's it. Let's move on.
That guap guap, get some chicken. Guap guap, get some bread. Guap guap, get some chicken. Guap guap, get some bread. Press, you can flex. Get some money, ho. Tell me why you stressed. Now I said, hold down, G's up.
All right, Camille, what's on your menu this week? What you been up to? What's good?
Oh my God. So we left off last week, right? With talking
Let's pick up where we left off.
So, well, first of all, I was telling Sanj that I look ashy right now. And she said that I'm not ashy, but I was trying to explain to her that ashy
Because I
is
literally
more of
just watched her put lotion on right now. So I was like...
But ashy is like a lifestyle more than just an adjective.
Yeah, Camille has been putting me onto her culture. She's been kind of educating me.
I feel like y'all understand what I'm trying to say. Like, if y'all say like, oh, that ashy bitch. Like, you don't literally, like, yes, her ankles, the back of her ankles might be a little ashy, but just, you know, the way somebody dresses, you look ashy. Your hair not done, you just look ashy. No?
It's not registering for me, but I will say, I believe you.
Well.
I believe you.
Well, I look ashy because it was my wash day. And so I washed my hair before you came over here, and I was going to blow dry it and do it.
But I came in and I said, nope.
And I couldn't. I lost about 30 minutes of time, which would have been my blow drying time. If I could have got to a blow dryer, I could have styled something with this. But I was looking for my selfie stick to do the video recording.
Do you have a cocaine nail going on right now?
I do. Do you see? I refuse to cut it. Fuck that. All the rest of my nails broke. You
never know when it might come in handy. That is a coke nail. What? Ooh.
But, so yeah, I was looking for my selfie stick. And I couldn't find it.
Why couldn't tell the people why you couldn't find it?
Because of your ass and the rest of the people that
it had nothing to do with me. I wasn't even here, so don't include me.
So
we were separate groups
initially.
So, yeah, but still, I don't know.
All right, so we decided to live it up like it was 2013.
I think I was more on like that was a 2014 level. Yeah, that was not no 13. That was a 2014. Yes.
Yeah. So, so Sandra was on spring break, and then a couple of our old teammates came out here too because they were on spring break, and so we decided to act like we were still in college, and that did not go well.
Yeah, and I wasn't ready for like that to really happen that way. I thought. At first, I was like, okay, me and Camille were like, we're going to go out after we finished recording the last week. And so it just happened that like two different groups we ended up combining, and it was
a shit show. Yeah. I had a lot of fun.
No, it was a good time, but man, I paid for it.
Yeah, Did not leave the house all of Saturday and Sunday.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
And I probably lost about
man
about 12 pounds in throw up and shits weight. I had the drunk shits too.
What?
Yeah. And I was throwing up.
Oh, that's terrible.
It was the absolute worst.
I woke up and I felt great. I mean, I felt like a winner. I thought about hiking. That's how good I felt. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go for a hike. You know, get all the rest of this alcohol out since I've done a good job so far.
Sweat it out.
So I go out, eat breakfast, and then I'm like, let me lay down for a little bit, and that was when it all went wrong. It all went wrong. I mean, the flip, the switch that flipped. I was gonna say this, the switch that flipped. Flipped switch? Damn, am I drunk?
Do you switch flips or flip switches? Whoa, oh shit, bitch.
See?
I see your confusion.
Wait, what do you do?
Flip the script. It's script, not switch.
No, like script. I want to flip the switch.
Or switch the... Okay, flip the switch.
I feel like you can use it either way.
How do you switch a flip?
You switch it from up to down.
What's a flip?
The flip.
That's not what you call that. That's called a switch, the light switch. A flip is a girl that you...
Well, today we're defining a lot of things.
That's true. You could switch the flip. So, yeah.
Context.
Just keep going.
Yeah, nah. Like, my Saturday went to shit. The worst part, though, was that I had a scholarship due at midnight that day that I was like, oh, like, I'll do it tomorrow. Like, you know, it was not all good, bro. I was sitting there with my laptop, like, and then, you know.
You better call on Tyrone.
Digger. I needed a phone.
Should have called
Fuck
Tyrone and told him, ask him how to finesse.
Nah, dude. Like, it was, oh my God. That was honestly like one of the, and there was like 30 different instances when I just laid down on my back and looked up at the ceiling. I was just like, wow. Like, this is my life. This is right now. This is my reality. And I could, you know, when you can't remember what it was like to not feel this way?
Yes. And you feel like it's never going to end.
Yeah. Like, I was like, damn, this is it.
It was so bad.
It was
really, really bad.
I woke up then I felt like I did an ab workout.
I spent all of Saturday and Sunday inside. Monday, I was like, okay, I have to do things. So I'll get up, but my God, like, it was awful. But anyway, how it ties into me losing the selfie stick is that we went out to eat, and we went to another friend's house, and then we came back over here before we went to Hillcrest because I live closest to it. And we had just recorded earlier that day, and so all of our stuff was still out. And then so we were drunk in here, and then the homies came in and I was like, oh my God, is this what you use for your podcast stuff? And just start playing with things. And I was like, oh shit, this shit was not cheap. Everybody hold on. Everybody relax.
Can you guys please exit?
I just remember drunkenly putting everything away, and so I hid everything for myself. So I was on a hunt to find everything. I found it though.
Yeah, you know what? You know where you went wrong is that you should have got drunk and then try to find it, because you would have been in that mindset. True. To be like, okay, now I know how drunk.
Now I'm in my drunk state, so now I know what to do.
Exactly.
And it was in my closet. Why? Why, when I put all of the rest of the stuff over here, would I put it in the closet? But I did.
But, I mean, you found it.
I found it.
And here we are. Yeah. So, and you're alive. So we're grateful.
I was telling Sanj that our life is really going to be like one of those TV shows or movies when you like are married with your kids and shit, and then you're like, oh, my college friends are coming into town, we're gonna go out or whatever, and then it just gets fucking crazy, because that's what happened. And it really made me feel kind of old. Like, we were really sitting there reminiscing, like, damn, was all this stuff really that long ago? But yeah, it's 2018.
That's gross.
Like, that's crazy. Like, the stories that we were telling, I was like, oh my gosh, that was years ago. Like, that shit is crazy. I went through a phase. My goodness, I went through a phase. I went through probably 2 or 3 phases.
That's it?
Yes.
Because I remember Vajazzle, Mother Nature, C Mizzle. That's already 3.
I'm not. All of them weren't named. And some of those, like, you know, there were 2 phases within those. Like, Mother Nature had 2 phases within. You know, that's something that I've been doing since I was in high school.
Nicknames?
Yeah, I haven't given myself an alter ego in a while, though.
Yeah, because you needed to chill.
And look what happened. I got my own apartment. I got a car.
Look what happened when you stop focusing on nicknames.
Myself.
Look what happens when you just Camille.
That was so weird, though, reminiscing. Like, damn, I'm not at the age to reminisce, but I guess I am.
You are. I think especially, like, in your case, when you're with people who you haven't seen in a long time, then it's, like, it's even, like, for me and you, it feels like we really, like, we haven't really skipped a beat. So it's, like, but when you see people who are, like, you don't get to see that often, and you kind of have those conversations, it's, like,
yeah, I was just talking to them, and I would say something. They'd be like, "Wait, what? Back up! What happened?" I'm like, "Oh shit! I don't see you all the time anymore. Like, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Let me catch you up on what's happening."
Yeah, so I adopted a baby from Africa.
Yeah, so my son was in what? The hell are you talking about?
That's funny.
Then
did you enjoy the catch up though?
Yeah, it was fun.
That's good.
I did have a lot of fun. It was just that I can't do what I used to do anymore, and I'm a very prideful person, and it just don't sit well with me. Like, no, I'm going to drink dark and light, and I'm going to drink all day, and I'm going to eat once, and that's what it's going to be. And it just can't be that way. That's just not true.
No, but you know the thing that really pissed me off about my hangover is I was really calculated about what I was going to do. And how I was going to approach this night out, because these have become events for me because of my hangovers. Like, it's an entire prep. Like, I had at least, I think I do a minimum of 64 ounces of water. I do a minimum of 64 ounces of water, and then for each cocktail that I have, or shot that I have.
Cocktail.
Oh, cocktail. Because I said or shot, but it doesn't apply. NA for this guy.
NA for shots for sure. I really do not take shots anymore. And I was taking shots. Like, what's the point? No, why? When I can mix it with the juice of my choice.
Some passion fruit, nigga. Like, what? Y'all
put a straw in that bitch.
Y'all ain't got no passion? Y'all don't
put a strawberry.
Can I get a pineapple for my drink? Y'all ain't got no pineapples for my drink?
Cheap ass niggas. Y'all ain't got no juice.
What the fuck, bro? We don't live like this no more. You gotta
start shaming people that take shots. Yeah. Like, oh, you broke. You can't afford no juice.
Oh, you about to take that? Oh, just like that? Damn, that's crazy. All right.
Crazy. I can afford juice.
I can afford
juice.
I can afford some mixers. Oh no, you about to? Oh, so just a shot? Damn, broke ass nigga.
One thing that I have learned, though, is that you can chill shots. That makes them a little better when they put them in the little shaky.
I hope that was in the frame, because you did that like a pro.
When they put it in the shaker thing.
That doesn't help.
Yes, it does.
It just looks like you grabbing balls. But I guess, to each his own. Some people like that. Yeah, so my thing is, like, I drank water. I went out. I was late to pregame with my homie because I went to grab food. So I was like, so that shows that my what is it called? Priorities have changed.
Yeah. Well, we started with food. Like, we started at a food place. Yeah, we sat down and ate.
How I think the time between how long did you eat and the amount of time you spent drinking.
Too drunk to care. That's when the drunkenness.
See that, and so that's why I'm upset that I was punished. Because I don't know if we just suffered a group hangover, but I didn't really participate for most of it.
It was contagious.
But yeah, so it was kind of one of those things where I'm like, I don't think I deserve, because
you prepared.
I ate fish. I'm like, omega-3s, omega-6s. Yeah, that'll work. Fuck yeah. I had some cabbage, veggies, okay? And I had some whole wheat tortillas. Carbs.
Look at you with the accent.
Carbs, okay? Oh yeah, I don't say that shit wrong. Okay? And I'm like, this is going to be good. Great. And I made my drinks were all with mint. You know, that calm your stomach. Mm-hmm. No. So no, I don't really know how to approach alcohol anymore. But it's definitely going to be slow and steady.
Yeah. We're going to start. Maybe we should have like a notepad where we just take a tally and we mark it. There should be an app for that, to mark how many drinks you've had in an hour.
Well, I think what we need really is a slow and steady supply of alcohol to our bodies to reintroduce it. So what I'm suggesting,
like, we have to drink a little bit, start drinking a little bit
sip,
more. Okay.
You know, just like a spoonful of alcohol in the morning before you start your day. Just really get, just to get your don't forget, what this, because that's what it was just foreign in my body. So what I say is wake up.
Got it.
I'll be having I have a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in the morning. I'm gonna start.
And then a tablespoon of Hennessy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I'm not about to live like this.
Train yourself.
I used to be lactose intolerant, and I fixed that. Slowly introduce,
Got it.
a little bit of dairy. So I'm about to. I figure with alcohol, it can't be wrong.
It makes sense.
It can't be wrong.
It's not your worst idea.
And you know what? That says a lot. Okay, that says a lot.
It makes sense, my nigga. That's funny.
But yeah, that's my approach from now on. It's a spoonful a day keeps the hangover away.
Got it. Could it be like cider though?
No, that's some bitch ass shit. But you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that because I did get a pretty 4 weeks ago. I got a dumbass hangover off of 3 beers.
One of my most drunken times, there was this cider at the pub in at UCSD called Bad Apple Cider, and they did
the pub. Shout out to the pub.
I think it came back. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Shout out to the pub though. We used to get drunk on campus. There were plenty of places to get drunk on campus. Anyway, it was called Bad Apple Cider, and it was 12.5% or something like that. It's like I could still taste it. Like, oh man, it was horrible. I think I had 3 as well, and 2 you're good. No one should ever get 3. I got 3, of course. And I remember Courtney had a play that night, and I went, and I spent half of the play in the bathroom throwing up. But I went though because I support my friends regardless of.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but
that's ridiculous. I don't know. I'm back to the drawing board as far as drinking goes. I'm conducting a study on myself.
I have to refine my limit and all of that. Like if I want to, I think I don't want to do dark anymore. I'm going lightly.
I
said that for 24. I want to go clear again.
Clear is it. Dark is like
Ciroc girls. Camille Ciroc. Maybe that could be my next. I'll do something with.
You know what? Actually, the last good drinking experience I had was with Ciroc. I have to be honest. So that might be maybe that's why older white people drink vodka.
And you last longer with clear alcohol, I feel like. In my experience, at least.
I think that's 100% true.
I last longer with clear
alcohol.
You know
why? Because when you drink dark liquor, you go hard for an hour.
And then that's it.
And that's
what happened. Like, I had mixed dark.
I don't want to hear about it. Because I just...
Got it.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm sorry that happened to us. But it's okay. You know what we really need to do is, I think it's because we've been shading champagne and drinking other things, so we're getting punished.
We have been drinking champagne.
Yes, but we are drinking. We're cheating on champagne.
Oh, and it doesn't like that. I'm sorry,
but it's okay. We'll figure. We're about to figure this thing out. Anything else? Other than
what am I talking about? What
are we
doing?
You were talking about how.
Oh, we're talking about our week.
Yeah, first you hid your selfie stick from yourself due to this, and I just want to bring that point back over because I think it's funny.
What else happened this week? That wasn't too long ago, Yeah.
I'm still recovering. I just got back up.
Oh no! Let me tell you what happened, nigga.
Did you have any fun lift rides after you're done with this?
That's gonna be. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
People actually liked me going off about that, and I said I was going to start making videos of just me sharing my stories. I'm going to. We should have a Lyft segment.
I have plenty in the podcast, because some of them are hilarious, and unfortunately, sometimes I'm the only person who gets to hear them, and I'm like, first, this I feel selfish because this shit is funny as hell.
I have a lot.
Especially your black ass being the driver. I love it.
These two people, I picked them up from the bus station or whatever, and they were going 5 minutes away. They called a line, and that's when you get multiple people. And now a lot of older people don't realize that they're calling a line, I guess.
Okay.
So that fucks them up a lot of the time. Yeah. So they get into the car. And I was like, hey, how you doing? We gotta go real quick. So you could just make a left out of here. I said, okay, well, first thing we have to do is pick up whatever the other girl name was. No, we didn't call a pool. I said, no, but you did. You see, because right here it says pick up next passenger. So you did. You can check your phone as well to see that you caught one. So I'm just going to drive over here to get her. Thanks. And they were like, oh, well, can you drop us off first? Oh, no, I can't. What I can do is do what the directions tell me to do. So if you happen to be dropped off first, then you will be. Oh, well, we didn't call up. We didn't mean to call a pool. I was like, oh, but you did. I said, if it's too much, you can get out now.
That's nice of you.
But I'm going to go pick this girl up, so I don't really know what you want me to do.
She's expecting me.
Oh, okay, but we have to hurry. First of all, literally, I took them like 1.3 miles, my nigga. He was in that much of a hurry. Sprint.
Fuck.
Like, we was just talking about these damn bikes and electrical scooters. Electric scoot your ass 1.3 miles.
Hop on it.
Fuck you mean? So then I pick up the other girl. Just so happened that they were first. Great. And the other girl was black. These two people were Caucasian. So, I turned out and they're like, go straight. It's faster. That's what the girl said. And then the guy is like, well, the navigation says go right. No, but this way is always faster, blah, 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 blah. Well, let the lady drive. Go straight. I go straight. The black girl looked at me like this. So we get to the next street. The navigation tells me to go right. I turn to right. The lady in the back, you should have stayed straight. It was faster. Just make a U-turn. I said, you want me to stop going this way? You want me to go further down to make a U-turn to go back and go straight? For your 1.3 mile trip, 5-minute trip. And I dropped them off at like a house in an alley or something. So why did you have to be home in 5 minutes? Was motherfucking Judge Judy coming on? What the fuck is going on? Why are you rushing me? I was like, well, I'm not going to do that because that's illegal. I'm just going to listen to what the navigation says. Oh, okay, well, we're just in a hurry. We're sorry. And I was like, well, you'll get there. It says that you'll be there in 3 minutes. You have to be somewhere in 3 minutes? Because you was just at the bus stop. That's exactly what the black girl did. She was just sitting there, like, smiling at me like this. Like, as soon as I got the car, she was like, you are so good. I don't know how you put up with these white people every day. I said, girl, if you think that was the worst, then I got some stories to tell you.
Like, that was one of the better stories.
That was people really will, like, just get in and just start, before they even think, they'll just start talking without even thinking about the words that are coming out. First of all, look at where the navigation is telling me to take you, my nigga. It's going to tell me to take the fastest route. I take the route you want me to take, it's going to take longer.
I thought I got out of the frame neon. I didn't.
And then they give me... I was like... That's what you did. That's what it looked like. You did it, not me. But I hate when people like they'll see the directions, or no, sorry, they can't see because I guess they're legally blind. But if they would look, they see that the way that they're telling me to go is already the way that I'm going. Yeah, you're gonna turn right at the next street, or they say it's right up here. So when you say right up here, I'm thinking this next right. So I make it, oh no, I'm sorry, it was the next one. Then why the fuck did you just say it's right here? Here, not there. Aquí, ahí. Two different things. They're different. Like, why would you tell me it's the right here? And you're like, oh no, I meant more up there. Oh, you meant like what the navigation said? If you're telling me something, I'm assuming you're telling me against the navigation. You get me? Yeah. If it's already telling me to turn there, why would you tell me turn here when you meant there?
No, I understand.
I got stories. But anyway, my headlight went out in my car.
Okay.
All right. So one, I got pulled over probably like 4 times in one night. It was fucking ridiculous. I was like, yeah, all right, my nigga. I see it. My bad. AutoZone is closed. Can't do nothing about it right now. I see it.
4 times?
I swear to God. My God. Like fucking life. And just annoying and asking me 40 minutes. Well, I guess everything checks out. You guess? No, everything checks out, my nigga. Leave me alone. It's nothing. You got a headlight in your car? Leave me the fuck alone. So anyway, my headlight goes out. Police was harassing me. It was I got harassed with passengers dropping off food, like literally just bothering me. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Like that never happened to me before.
The police are like Drea's son or something.
You don't say better.
Fucking Drea's son was right there. First, the fact that Can you imagine if your mom told people that you're harassing her? She changed the meaning of harass for me for forever.
Who was an Instagram personality went on Instagram to tell the world that you were harassing her to help you
her
with her
3 million followers. She told them that you were harassing. I'll never get over that.
Every time I say something about harassment, y'all sign just like, okay, Drea.
There's nothing. Nobody. I don't know. Like, Drea changed the meaning of harass for me for forever, because the fact that she used that specific word is really one thing that bothered me about that thing. My son is harassing me.
She gonna sue that nigga.
I need to call CPS on this nigga. He harassing me.
He is harassing me.
You call CPS on your child? Come get this nigga. He harassing with this dumbass speech, man.
I'm tired of this fucking speech. It ain't even that good, my nigga. Damn.
You just sign him up?
Oh my gosh. I wonder if her newest child is harassing her for milk.
This nigga harassing me for a diaper change.
Damn, this nigga always harassing me. What? Shit. Talking about he wants some carrots.
God damn it.
Nigga, it's just food. All right. So I went to AutoZone to get a headlight. Yeah. I'm changing the headlight in the AutoZone parking lot because I'm every woman. It's all of me. Mm-hmm. All my women who's independent, throw your hands up at me. Mm-hmm. I got it. I don't need no man for nothing. Niggas ain't shit, right? First of all, it took forever.
Did you need it?
It took so long. No, I did it. I did it on my own. Okay, but good. My God, like, fucking irritated. I was like, God, Lee, it was irritating. So it did. It took me a second. Tell me why a nigga walks up to me doing manual labor on my car and says, damn, I love a woman who can hold her own, without offering to help change my headlight, and proceeds to tell me how he likes women, like, independent, who could do their own things. Like, oh yeah, I love seeing shit like that. Like, you take care of your own, you a real woman, blah blah blah. I would love to take you out sometime. I said, well, I can't get there because my headlight is out.
Nah, he just told you why he's not helping you. He likes independent women, so because you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna stand up for this thing on this one, because you ever see like some chicks with like when they doing shit on their own, and then like a nigga will offer to help, and then they just flip like, you don't think I could do this shit? Maybe he's had like a bad experience or shit like that, because I know that sometimes motherfuckers don't like when motherfuckers offer help when they see them doing something. Like, that shit could get testy.
Are you done? Or are you finished?
I'm finished.
No, my nigga, I don't care. You have to offer every time. Are you fucking kidding me? And first of all, I had a look of frustration on my face already, because I turned around like this. What? What did you just say to me, nigga? I'm trying to do something that I'm sure is fairly simple, but because I'm trying to figure it out by myself, it's a little hard.
You should watch the YouTube video.
No, I did. Why are you kidding me? Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I got the directions.
Why did it take you that long?
Because it was like, you gotta be. It was hard. It was hard. I did it though, but it was hard. But I was so fucking well, you know, back in the day, I used to drive a hoopty myself. So I've done my fair share of...
Not only can I change a headlight...
I can change a tire. I can jump my car.
I can strap a bumper back to the car.
The water. I definitely have strapped my bumper back to the car, my nigga. Like, I've literally done all of that.
If your mirror falls off, I can put it back on. I got
all of that shit, my nigga. And that is a fact. Like, that's real. So... I just added on to my list, but I was very appalled. Like, you niggas just never seem to surprise me. You gonna try to talk to me and tell me how you love what I'm doing and not even offer a helping hand. He didn't even offer me a wipe to wipe off my hands.
So did you give him your number?
How was your week? What's on your menu?
Well, I guess that's going to be a mystery for the rest of the podcast.
It's not a mystery. Do you have to ask? No, I didn't get that nigga my number. I don't give niggas my number anyway. I'm in a relationship.
Say it again.
Why are you laughing so
hard?
That
shit tickle my inside.
I'm in a relationship. I have a man.
We need to put that shit on a loop. you know how like on other podcasts when niggas say shit, there's just that one thing that I need that on a playback. I need
Or
that on
as soon
the
as you figure out how to do it.
I will, just for that, because that was comedy.
I'm in a relationship. I don't know what's funny about that.
You can stop saying it, bro. We get it.
Happily.
So you in a relationship and you happy?
Both.
So it's a double joke.
Damn, nigga, I can't be happy.
Yeah, you can be happy, or you can be in a relationship.
No, I'm in a happy relationship, healthy. He loved me in my ashy ass.
Oh my goodness.
His name is DeMarcus Cousins. We've been dating for some time now.
I'm done with you.
All right, what's on your menu for this week?
Well, we already talked about our night out, and that went awry.
Girls' night.
No.
Yeah.
And it was promptly shut down. Like, calm down.
Did we get into it with somebody?
Yeah. Well, somebody got kicked out.
Okay. I remember something along those lines.
I didn't see it. I just heard it, and then I was like, okay. And then he was like, we in solidarity. I was like, okay. Well, I guess I'll join the protest.
I'll ask you afterwards because my memory is a little fuzzy. I thought that happened, but I wasn't sure.
You said, and we out here in solidarity. Like, nigga, we in the club.
All the women who independent, throw your hands up at me. Yes, that's right.
It was hilarious.
Go on, Drunk Camille. Yes,
it was hilarious, man. Hey, it's never a wrong time for a protest. Huh? But first week back at school this month is going to be absolute hell for me. I don't know how I'm going to survive, but it's not looking good so far. I know I sound really down now, but it's okay.
You got to speak things into existence. The power of the tongue is a mighty thing.
Boy, do I know it. So I've been told. I could get you a couple letters of recommendations.
Be with me, Lord.
That's exactly what happens. Wow. Were you there?
Sarge, can you please just continue? Please.
They do sing.
Please.
I mean, it's crazy. Wow. Okay. But yeah, it's not looking good. I don't care. I'm not about to be happy about it. I'm not about to.
How much longer of this semester do you have?
After this month, after April, I'm good.
Then you're done with school? Oh, that can't.
I mean, I have like an open note test on May 5th, but that's it. Oh. And hopefully that bitch remembers to post the final because it's the same bitch.
May 5th. Oh, so you got to find.
So I don't actually know when my. It's just gonna be a mystery.
10 de mayo, not 5 de mayo. That's gonna be.
Who fucking knows, bruh? Like who knows?
That shit gonna be in September.
Who knows? And then, but then it's gonna be graduation season. We got a few. I don't know if you know, but we got a few friends graduating in grad school. So we got.
I just know of one.
Vicky and Jazzy. Shout out to
them.
Jazzy.
Oh, she is graduating this year. I was only thinking Vicky. She is.
Yeah. So damn. we on a grad shit.
No, we will not be doing that. We will not be celebrating how we usually celebrate.
Well, no. It has to be appropriate for a master's degree. So
okay, so classy only, and
a table
appropriate for Jazzy and Vicky too. So
exactly.
It won't be too crazy. Okay, I can do.
Well,
Vicky,
I can do that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, shout out to Victoria.
Congratulations,
shout out to Victoria. So yeah, I mean, I cannot wait, bruh. I mean, this week went by fast, and that was really, like when you're so busy that shit, like, days just go. So I'm just hoping, like, that's how it is. Like, I'm honestly just putting my head down and just grinding it out till the end of the month, and then I just want to be done.
You're putting your head down and grinding it out. Got it.
I mean...
We still talking about grad school?
What did you say? The might of a tongue is what? Yeah.
I said the power of the tongue.
Well, mine is mighty. It ain't got no power.
What else? Please, just something else. Anything else?
I feel like something else must have happened, but maybe it didn't. This sucks. I haven't been smoking weed this week.
Have you seen any?
I think it's affecting my memory because now I can't remember nothing.
You think not smoking weed has affected grade? Hey.
I think it's affected my memory.
Got it. Makes all the sense.
Oh shit. Yeah, but that's honestly it. I just been school and work. Oh, you know what? So you know how I work at the elementary school. They're on spring break because it's a year-round school. Mm-hmm. So they get a month off for spring break. So they get a month off for spring break, a month for summer, a month for like 6 weeks for Christmas instead of the 3 months in summer.
So when does the new grade start?
It starts the same
after summer.
Yeah, I mean after that 1 month.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I'm not going to nobody's school in July. I'm not doing it. I didn't even know they still had schools that did that.
Actually, San Diego has a lot. Oh, they have a lot of year-round schools.
Yeah, I guess that's better for a bitch like me. I go to the beach without them damn kids there and stuff. Y'all gonna be in class.
But
I'm gonna start riding plastic classes.
I mean,
in
I'm
July,
sure. I feel
ice
like
cream.
I feel like if I was a parent, I would love that shit. I don't want this little motherfucker at home for 3 months.
Just fucking
like,
shit up.
Damn. You annoying. You
Growing
harassing me.
Like,
fucking harassing me, bro. My summer's gone. Fucking harassing me. Just yeah. So they're on a month vacation. So I'm subbing at like different places that I've never worked before.
New kids.
It sucks.
And they don't respect you when
at
you a sub.
all. Cause I'm a sub, bro. And I just think about all the subs that I tormented. More
than a few.
Oh my goodness.
See, I would just have to let them little niggas know.
Oh, I see. But the good thing about being a sub is since I'm not going to be there for long, I don't really give a fuck if y'all like me or not. Shit is going to get done.
I don't give a fuck if you like me or not at all. You are in the sixth grade. No.
Because it be sometimes where I hit a little sixth grader up with some candy like, hey, bro, can you get everybody together? Can you make sure?
You look like the leader. Could you
I'm like, hey, could you... Listen, they love the pop sockets that go on the back of their phones.
The what?
The pops, the shit that people... The circle thing that people like to hold their phones with.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I be using that for bribery. Hey, listen, I got this magenta pop socket that just came in. Could you please get everybody to play soccer today?
Fidget spinners.
Something, What do y'all like? What do y'all like?
They like Instagram likes.
Can we add you on Instagram, Miss Lange? No.
Absolutely not.
So but subbing is really proven to be, it's an issue for me. It's a real issue. Like,
when you have to do it for a month.
Is
it a different place every day or every week?
No, every week. So now I'm at this elementary school that's, let's just say it's not in the best part of San Diego.
Okay.
So the kids are different. Mm-hmm. They go through shit. Mm-hmm. They got some. They're real ones. They know what it is. Like,
you can't bullshit them. You can't just hush them.
No, like they don't. If they don't want to do their homework, I promise you, they're not gonna. There's nothing that I could possibly say to make them do their homework. They be pranking me and shit, bothering me, telling me lies about like the shit that. Oh no, usually we do this right now. I'm like, for real? Is this really what you guys do? Yeah, this is okay. Then my boss, Miss Saj, what is your girl doing? I'm like, damn.
I'd be like, usually I smack little girls.
Yeah, but
we not doing things the way we usually do them today, or else you would have been smacked. So go over there and do your damn homework.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
It's like you back in middle school having to deal with these kids.
I feel like I might have been nicer than some of these. I'm like, you niggas are mean. What the fuck is your problem? For real. Like, what is really going on? What can I do? And then there's nothing that I could offer them that they actually give a fuck about. Those are the worst kids like the ones that you can't motivate for shit. Can't motivate them for shit. You want extra snack? Oh, that's nasty.
I don't want that shit.
I don't want that. I'm like, well, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do?
It's because when you're a kid and you be going through your own little personal shit, you just be wanting to take it out, like, on everybody else for whatever reason. You just be an asshole. I was an asshole when I was a kid. I was.
I mean, okay.
I mean, it doesn't make it any easier to deal with.
No. But I mean, 2 weeks down, 2 more to go, and then I get to go back to
back to your assholes.
Yeah, like, and I prefer them, so it's all good.
The assholes you've grown.
The one I know is the ones I like. You know what I'm saying? Like when you actually have some sort of rapport with with these kids, but. Nah, subbing is not it for me. Like I don't ever want to do. The only reason I did it is because I still need to get paid. Yeah. If you take that month, if you choose not to sub, you're not getting paid. So I'm like, no.
You should make a shirt that says that. Like I'm just here to get paid. Miss Sanj, can I? I'm just here to get paid.
I'm just here to get paid. I am just here to get paid.
So no thanks.
Yeah, but I mean, like any other school though, there are some cool ones. The black ones are always with me.
That's good.
I think sometimes they don't get that many black staff to where they just be
happy. Like I'm not even gonna give you.
Because I imagine how I feel when I walk into a room and I see a black. Why they get know them and shit?
It's really not that many black people in San Diego, man.
But they have a little charter school that's connected to that school. 90% of the kids at the charter school are black.
Hey,
where are y'all parents?
Y'all big brothers too.
Where?
Damn. Sorry, I'm in a relationship. Keep going.
Yeah, DeMarcus fit. But yeah, that's it. Pray for me as I finish these next 2 weeks of subbing.
And she ain't talking about tweets.
Certainly am not.
All right. Other people's business. What is that? I cannot spell.
What is the Yodelling Kid? I mean, I seen like a little video, but I don't get it.
So it was.
Why is that funny?
It was so you saw the video of him yodeling?
It's the kid in the store, right?
Yeah.
Just standing there.
I mean, I was literally gonna ask you. I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know if it's funny, good, or bad because I do not judge yodeling or. Well, he wasn't yodeling. Yeah,
he was
yodeling, and he was a country singer. I don't listen to that genre of music, so I don't know if we're laughing at it because it was bad, because it was weird. I don't know if
is it funny because he's in a store?
Good. Yeah, I don't.
Is it because he just broke out in song randomly?
Because I do that a lot,
and I've never gone viral
ever,
and so now I'm pissed. Because what the fuck? White privilege back at it again? Bullshit. This is bullshit. February just ended. God damn it.
Nah, but I really don't. I don't know why that's really why I put it on there because I don't get it. I don't get what happened.
You know what was funny though? I did see a video of like a black girl.
Lala, that Lala girl. She's an internet comedian.
Okay, see that was funnier to me because she was bothering white people in Target, and I enjoyed that thoroughly because I'm just like, imagine walking into Target and it's just, and her lyrics were funny. Yeah, but the other guy, I didn't get it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the joke is supposed to be. If somebody could please tell us.
And I don't know, does this mean even more that we're old?
I was just about to say that. Like, should I ask my little sister why that's funny?
Maybe this is funny. It sucks.
we just trying to fit in like, oh shit, yeah, did you see that Yodelling Kid? That shit was hilarious. It got me, man.
Hey, bro, he yodeled the fuck out of that.
That Yodelling Kid took me out.
God damn, man. What how'd it go? Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Because I don't get it.
I don't get it at all.
Okay, good. I feel better about that.
So that was great that we discussed that.
Okay, another thing that happened this week that I need to bring up. Sorry, do you have something that you want to bring up?
Go right ahead.
So Villanova won the national championship.
I got into that school. Every school that I got into, I cheer for them. And the schools that I didn't get into, I booed them. Yeah. So.
Wow, good for you for not going to Villanova because that would have been a problem for you.
Why? Are you about to tell me why?
No, I'm just. Have you seen their basketball and football teams?
No. Are they Caucasian?
No, but they're your type.
Oh, you said that wouldn't. So it wouldn't have been a problem.
It would have. Would you have made it? Would you have graduated? Or would we really be talking about your son?
Oh well, nigga, my son daddy would have been an NCAA champion.
This is true.
That's not a lie. I do not like basketball players. That was a test and you failed. I'm a football player type of chick.
First of all,
except for DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. And DeMarcus Cousins not that far from Villanova, so the commute wouldn't have been that bad.
He's just so fine.
Anyway, shout out to Villanova for winning the national championship. They're like one of 4 teams to do twice in 3 years.
Okay.
That's not why I brought it up, because, but Donte DiVincenzo is the player who went off in the national championship game. He had like 31 points, 13 rebounds. Mm-hmm. Like literally,
I thought that he was black until you got to the last name.
He's white.
Okay.
His name,
well, yes, because
it is the most confused. Donte, and I'm looking like, where's Donte at? I don't see no Donte.
Donte has the ball.
I saw Connor shoot it.
Cody got the ball. I don't
see Donte. Look more like a David to me. What the fuck? Yeah, so his name is Donte. He is a white ginger.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Yeah.
Luck of the Irish.
I mean,
wasn't that movie about basketball? That's his son.
Oh my gosh. But it's DiVincenzo. I don't know where his last name comes from. But anyways, this kid went off in the national championship game. Pretty much, ladies at Villanova, if Donte is interested, this is the time to hop on, because he increased his draft stock.
Is he a senior?
I don't think so, but he needs to declare for the draft right now.
It doesn't matter.
It's not going to get any better.
You have a good NCAA.
It's not going to get any better. If anything, you're just going to get exposed next year. Like they're just going to find. Yeah, they're just going to find out that you're not good. So declare now, sign that contract, get your money, boss. But 2 things I want to talk about with this Donte kid is,
who does 2 like this?
2 things I want to talk about.
Such a weird.
2 things I want to talk. You know what that means?
It's 2 for the pink and 1 for the stick, not 1 for the pink.
No, fool. That means I'm a coach. That's how coaches do too.
Really?
There's 2 ways you can run this play, ladies. That's what my coaches always used
weird.
to. Anyways. It just got worse.
All right. Sorry.
It just got...
My bad.
Anyways, yeah. 2 things I want to talk about. 2 things I want to talk about Donte is... So... And I want to know how you feel about niggas doing this, is when motherfuckers like get some notoriety. It's always somebody who goes back on their Twitter and, searches keywords. Three common things that are searched and almost always will be found. Like, especially if your name is Donte. Nigga. Mm-hmm. And bitch. Okay. I think those were like,
he called somebody a nigga. Bitch. I'm just guessing, just throwing it
but
out.
It was a span from like 2011 to 2013 for these tweets, and I think one of them he said, "I'm balling on these niggas like I'm Derrick Rose." Meek Mill, bar.
Okay, so it wasn't like we usually get, like, I hate dirty niggas. It was a song lyric.
It was a song lyric. Okay. And his name is Donte, and he plays basketball.
Yeah. So that's not.
He kind of
not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, but
he didn't call somebody a nigga.
Yeah. So then we go on to the next one, Command Find. And he's just, he was f***ing it up. You this that's
Stop with the pointing.
That's
that is how
I was like, what? So most of his men, he used that word very liberally. Okay. Between 2011 and 2013. And then
2-year spree.
Exactly. And then he had an N-word moment, but it was a lyric. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, he didn't cite his sources. So if you don't know that it's a lyric, we kind of need your references. Otherwise, people are going to assume that this is coming from you. We appreciate APA format.
Unfortunately, he didn't cite his sources. Wow.
I'm serious. And then
there's something wrong with you.
And then he had like two comments about like his dad. He was like he's like my dad's calling me a bitch. Why is my dad calling me a bitch? Because I don't want to play soccer? Like, that was one tweet. I don't know why people I don't know. ESPN pulled that one, or somebody pulled that shit up. Like,
oh damn, the ESPN got a hold of him?
Oh, everybody had a hold of. I mean, this is
Oh, poor Tay Tay.
Yeah, it is what it is. And then something about he's like, my mom always wakes up. I always wake up to my mom calling me little shit. But that may be something that has to do with his culture, because I think, like, what is it, in the East Coast or Long Island somewhere where they're like, little shit? I don't know, they say that a lot. Well, maybe it's a thing. So how do you feel about motherfuckers command finding and searching people's tweets and then pulling them up when they
do something good?
Yeah.
One, we have
especially since he increased. I mean, his draft stock is like, people are not thinking about drafting him as a lottery pick.
We have to address what's wrong with us that we want to find something bad about somebody when we see them doing good. Mm-hmm. Like, why is that the first thing? Like, well, let's see how they fucked up. You know, like if I see someone just did something great, my first thought isn't, but I bet back in 2011 they said nigga. It's wow.
Also, he was 15. He was in 2000 in 2011. He would have been. That was 2013. He would have so between the ages of like what 13 to 16.
Yeah, he's like, so because he's like 20 now.
He's like 19.
It was 9. Like, you get me that? Yeah. So it just says a lot to see that we want to find something bad that someone did after we see them doing good. Second, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Let me tell you something. If I wake up tomorrow and I look on Twitter and we have 10,000 followers, I'm deleting all of my tweets and starting from zero. Simple. If I know that I'm playing in the NCAA tournament and I make it to the Sweet 16, I'm clearing shot. Boom, immediately. Like, just do it. You know that people is going to try to pull some fuck shit. Just delete it. Because chances are in 2011 team, nobody screenshot that to save it. Yeah. So just go ahead and delete it now, my nigga. Delete it now. I don't have that problem because I deleted my Twitter like twice before. So like none of my stuff is crazy.
I've had the same Twitter since the 7th grade.
Oh, see, nah. I deleted my high school Twitter, all of my ignorant shit. Like, I'm sure I said homophobic things. Homophobic things in my high school Twitter.
I don't know what people would find.
So I deleted all that shit. My Facebook is what I have to get rid of. That gotta go. I'm pretty sure there's still some horrible things lurking on there. Yeah. But yeah, just delete.
Also, here's a crazy idea. Don't tweet fuck shit that you don't want people to know later on.
Just like you said, he was 15. Like,
but also you was 15 playing basketball and knowing that you wanted to make a career out of it.
You're not thinking about that when you're 15.
If you're going to the NCAA tournament and you're winning and scoring 31 points, you have been thinking about that shit since you was 4.
But you're not thinking of all of those extra things when you're. Then
15. Here's an idea. Think about it. Especially in the age when shit like this is like that's people's first.
But in 2011, it wasn't.
I don't give a fuck. Now it is.
But I'm saying you have to think because you said don't tweet fucked up things. If you are a 15-year-old in 2011, that's not the code. Like 2011 Twitter was totally different than Twitter now. So like you just said whatever you wanted to say. Like that was just that. You wasn't thinking about you wasn't even if you thought that you were going to go to the league. We weren't living in a time at that time where people were pulling up receipts and trying to expose everybody. So you weren't thinking about trying to like not tweet bullshit.
I suggest that if you are young and an athlete or any kind of person who's trying to be on a bigger scale of life, don't tweet fuck shit.
Probably stay off social media until you make it.
Yeah, text your friends fuck shit. A good group chat will let you get it all out, and just make sure you don't invite no fuck niggas to your group chat. That's it. But I agree with. I mean, I think it's crazy like that people went like. Who thinks to do this? Because it happened like this. He ended up deleting it after, but people... at that point, the damage... people have screenshots. People have already... the damage has been done. On top of that, you're a white kid going into a predominantly, like, black sport. Like, just...
And the NBA is way more like political than the NFL.
Yeah, so just be cool.
And you a rookie, so I'm pretty sure there's some type of like hazing thing that goes on anyway. So they really gonna fuck you.
Exactly. Up. And then so the second thing I wanted to talk about this kid is, the fact people because of his performance, people are saying, like why isn't he predicted as a lottery? Why hasn't he always been on our board? Because it was kind of a surprise. Why hasn't he always been? Considered for because he hasn't even thought about the NBA yet. Mm-hmm. So this was kind of a thing that put him on the map, right? Here comes another conversation of like, he's not going to be a top 10 pick because he's white. So like that's now the conversation around this kid is he's not going to be a top 10 pick because he's white, not because he comes off of the bench for Villanova.
But because he's melanin deficient.
Yeah. Which I hate that conversation. I hate that. Like, that shit, it really bothers me. Like, because you have to think about how many teams have successfully drafted a lottery white player. Or even in the first round. Like, Jimmer Fredette doesn't even play in the league no more. Mm-hmm. The Sacramento Kings wasted a high pick on Jimmer Fredette just because he could play college basketball. Like, white kids they will absolutely succeed in college basketball. But they don't have the... Like, J.J. Redick might be one of the best white players. And he's not the most flashy, like, nobody's like buying JJ Redick jerseys and shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
JJ Redick stands.
Yeah, what was the other kid? Steve Blake, mm-hmm. the white guy he used to shoot. That's another good white player. There's not that many solid examples though of like a star like player
unless they're foreign.
Exactly. So they were talking American-born white kids because European kids they'll get drafted and they'll be good. Yeah. Because in Europe they start playing professional basketball when they're like 14. Them niggas have been about
like the Ball brothers are doing.
Exactly. Like they start hella young, so when they come into the league they're already primed and shit. So teams don't really have a problem with drafting European players, but American players have been shown to be, like busts and shit. So that's it's just interesting how that shit will always, it just comes up. When I'm like, there's plenty of black kids who scored 31 points and 13 rebounds in the college basketball game.
Who said faggot?
Not only that, who haven't been lottery picks. Like, you might be okay. Like, you might just have a moment. Like Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin was saying, like, he suffers because he's Asian in the league. Like that's why teams don't want him. And I'm like, if you were black, you would be in the D League. Mm-hmm. Like, the reason you're special is because you're Asian and you're mediocre. Yeah. If you were black with these same stats, like we
get happy when like white people clap on beat.
Exactly.
Like, oh my gosh, look at this girl.
It's exciting. Like it's a deviation from the norm. It's not that Asian kids are being held out of the league because they can't ball. It's the fact that we're surprised that an Asian kid is balling. Like, it's a difference. It's not like a discrimination thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's always an interesting conversation when you see a standout white player like go off like that. It comes up every time. Like, why haven't we been looking at him? People are saying he's better than Trae Young, this, that, and the other. So I'm like, okay. I mean, we should wait till motherfuckers get in the NBA, but
let's just see 2 games in a row like that.
that part. But it was one of the best. I mean, it was a historic national championship
it's just
performance.
Things like that are good because, you stepped up at a big time.
Exactly. Exactly.
But, I mean...
It's interesting.
Let's see, what else? So... Really quickly, we can get into a little bit of music. That conversation that we were having earlier about all the tattooed face rappers. But before we get into that, I just want to say that Tyga released a video. And first of all, Tyga has braids now.
Hasn't he been had braids?
I haven't seen them. Okay. No, he didn't.
He did.
Not always. I mean, you mean
when
like
him
recently.
And Kylie broke up.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But he's dancing now, and I just want to know, did Kylie get him dancing lessons when they were still together? When did Tyga dancing?
Is it good?
No.
Oh, because you said lessons, like.
I mean,
maybe he got good.
I mean, but Tyga's music. There was a point in time when Tyga was popping. I was listening to Tyga at least. Ass so fat, I need a lap dance.
Tyga had a moment.
He had a moment.
He absolutely had a moment.
Never did I think that he was going to be doing choreo.
Man.
He woke up in Chris Brown body. It was Freaky Friday for Tyga too.
Oh my goodness.
Why was he dancing? I never want to see that. Tyga, I never want to see that again. Take out your hair, bro. Take it out. Get a haircut. That's all I wanted to say about that.
That's unfortunate.
That's it.
Man, they fall hard.
Dancing?
It's just unnecessary.
He had to switch it up for his son. His daughter. Well, he has a son and a daughter. That baby is his. It's not Travis's. But
check on your baby. check on her.
Did you see that meme? It was like a video of, I mean, not a meme. Somebody quoted the video of Kylie and Travis holding a baby. Mm-hmm. And the way Travis was holding it was just wrong. And he was looking at it. Somebody was like, he looking at it like it's a nice pair of sneakers. He was looking at it. He was holding the baby like, oh, this shit's clean. Like, that's how he was.
I'm pretty sure this is shit mine. I look like Tyga.
That's exactly who he was looking at it like. I'm gonna smile it out until I really figure it. He better hit up Kirk from Love and Hip Hop and do a DNA test.
Funny. Hey, isn't it fucked up? Like, so I read that apparently him and Kylie are figuring out child support, but isn't that something you should do after you break up?
Him and who?
Kylie
and Travis Scott are figuring out child support.
Child support.
They're
Isn't that messed up? Also, is Travis the one who's getting the bag?
They're together.
Aren't you supposed to figure that thing out when you get child
support? You can get child support.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
I need
to tell my mama to apply. She might get hers to change. Fucking. Hey, and send some that way.
Deanna, if you're listening, you better put that nigga on child support while y'all live together.
Ain't that crazy?
Y'all live together.
Man, rich people really got some ways to go about things. But if we knew, you know how many of y'all motherfuckers need to get on child support now?
No, seriously.
You don't even have to mail the check. Just drop it off. Just bring it home with you.
They know who that look was for. I got a couple of homies that should get on child support with they that are still in relationships. Go ahead and do that.
Because I just feel like you're just pretty
really
much
funny.
like they're telling each other like, listen, let's figure this thing out now while we good.
Travis is not gonna stop fucking bitches, which I don't know.
But that's why
it's really not attractive.
No, but that's I
bet he smells good.
I believe that. I'm sure he does.
Yeah, gotta be.
He has no choice.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't smell bad if like that's ashy.
Like that. yes. See,
look how proud you are.
Travis Scott looks ashy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, now you see my point.
He doesn't seem like he puts lotion on though. He might smell nice, but
you can look ashy and actually be like literally ashy. But he looks ashy.
Yeah,
got it.
Okay,
you see what I'm saying?
Now I'm here. I'm here.
Black China look ashy.
Man, that's for the next segment. But yeah. So that like child support while you together. There's a new thing. Look at that.
The more you know.
God damn. You think Kanye getting child support right now?
I hope so.
I would
ask.
Yeah, for sure. Kim, let me hold some.
That's why they keep having babies. He needs some more child support.
Put this on my Texas.
He got that bitch with baby number 3. My child support about to triple.
Ain't even have to fuck this time. Surrogate. Yeah,
Didn't
money.
even have to fuck this time. It probably hurt. Fucking silicone all the time.
Burn rubber.
Yeah, you get rug burn on his dick.
That's probably what Tyga said. Burn rubber. Motherfucking money. Oh, that's like a...
They got rub burn on their dick. That's why they be staying with the Kardashians.
Never fucking okay.
Because you gotta fuck them raw. Because latex on latex is probably really high.
Oh, Lord, it's a fire.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So we were having a conversation about like,
music.
These like new age.
The little
tattoos. That's what we'll call all
Lil Face tattoos.
Lil Face tattoos. That's what we will call all the new age rappers.
Agreed. Motherfuckers who were born like after, I want to say like 99. No, because they're not even 18.
97.
2001. No, they're not. They're about 18. 17.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
So what?
Pretty much we was talking about, like, how there's become a new formula for rappers to get popular, especially for the Lils. Like, the Lil Face tattoos, there's absolutely, like, a written guidebook of how to pop off.
If you do A, B, and C, you will be a successful SoundCloud rapper. You get some face tattoos. You do something in public to annoy the fuck out of everyone else
consistently and post it.
Yeah,
consistently
and then
post it.
you know, suck DJ Academic's dick, and then those are the 3 things that you do to get on.
It sucks because like they are really becoming characters. Like, also you get the sense that they know that they're not going to be around for long, and so they are bag collecting as quickly as possible now. Because in a year is going to be another Lil Face Tattoo. Because you look at like a guy like Soulja Boy who really, he fell off because he was...
But he was still producing and shit.
Yes, but like that, only if you're these niggas are not producing.
Yeah, facts.
So Soulja, and not only that, but Soulja Boy started like he started a label, he started a clothing line, and then he fell off. Yeah. So he had other streams of revenue. These niggas are like Soulja Boy without the rest of the other shit.
Yeah.
They're like A-Rap. Where is he? Soulja Boy's little homie. Where is A-Rap?
Where's Fetty Wap? They're like Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap is just making kids.
Well, he's paying child support.
Yeah, let's just finish to the Lil Face Tattoos because this isn't about him right now.
Because, like, there's such a formula. It's really crazy because you see people doing stuff just for effect and not for any, like, we don't hear the passion for music in their music.
It's just oversaturating everything, and it's a result of what happens when hip hop and black culture goes mainstream.
It is
because they're just trying to get on. And you made a good point about say everything that you were saying about iTunes. Because we be talking so much, y'all, before we start recording. But I was like, that's such a good point.
Honestly, another point I want to make about the Littles is that most of them are not black. A lot of them aren't black. Like, all the Littles that come to my head is none of them that are black, because I wouldn't even put...
Is X.
But even...
Is he black?
Yeah, but even him, I wouldn't even put him in the Little category because he doesn't even go to that extent. And you could tell in his music, like, he actually gives a fuck about what the fuck he's doing. He gets off of social media. He stopped with the academic shit. Like, there is somebody in XXX's corner to tell him, like...
Once they saw that he actually had some substance.
Especially when it was getting bad for XXX, it turned... Like, after the San Diego shit happened when he got knocked, it turned around. Like, you haven't really heard much from the kid since he's been on house arrest.
All I've heard is that... Well, that's probably why. But he put out a decent album.
Exactly. And that's it. But, yeah, a lot of these motherfuckers are not black. And so... And I wouldn't even...
Because when things go mainstream, then you take the good parts of it.
Exactly.
Black culture is mainstream.
It's like the Kardashians who rap.
Yeah. Yes. Oh.
Like,
wow. Such a good... Sorry, that was a weird sound. It's a good comparison, yes.
I wouldn't even put Yachty in that because Yachty actually has a label that fucking cares, and he acts like an adult. Like, his shit is actually together.
He's not yelling in stores and shit and jumping on cars and knocking shit down.
And motherfuckers...
And having Instagram beef.
And motherfuckers who start making music after they get 1 million followers because they got 1 million followers doing something else. Like, it's weird. But what I was saying about iTunes is, like, nowadays we don't access music the same way that we used to. Like, when we I don't know, I used to use LimeWire. If I had a song that I liked, I'm going on LimeWire and I'm downloading me some viruses. But I'm also getting a song with it too. So it's going to be all good. But you could, like, we were creating our own playlist and musicians used to...
controlling what we listened to.
Because we would download music onto our phone. And then not only that, but with the advent of, like, when iPhones got popping, one of the biggest things about iPhones until more recently is you have limited space. Like, you pay more for the more space that you want. And
most 99% of people don't have an iPhone and an iPod anymore.
That's over with. And so now we're tasked with... We at least used to put music on our phones with playlists, and you would have to go through your iTunes and make sure, like, your playlist was right. I mean, that was like a weekly thing that I would sit down and do. But today with like streaming and stuff, it's all right here. Not only that, but you don't get access to music that isn't on streaming. Like, I pay $4.99 for my Apple Music, and I'll be damned if I get music anywhere else but from where I pay for it. Because if I'm paying for a service,
you can combine your libraries. Like, you download all of your music and then just put it all on your iTunes library with your other stuff. Like, you only get what you get.
Exactly. And then, so Apple comes up with this thing where we could put all your music on the cloud and not take up as much space on your phone. Like, you could play music when you have Wi-Fi and shit, but then their playlists are created with certain artists in mind. Like, Apple is not a music label, but it operates like it is. Like, when you give Drake like 50 million or whatever they gave him to, it wasn't 50 million. That's such an exaggeration.
It was like 20 million though.
Okay, well, when you give Drake a lot of money to exclusively release an album on Apple, you're a label. Like, and then not only that, but you have now incentivized playing that album when I go shuffle. So like, there's algorithms that they write specifically for these artists who do deals with them, so their music gets played more. And so that already manipulates the kind of music that we hear even more. So it's like, not only are we not downloading our own music, but then the services that we do pay for, they come up with algorithms that will stream the artists that they want to stream more. Like, when I shuffle, 90% of the time it'll be Chance the Rapper. When
you go to the playlist that when you make a genius playlist or suggestions for you, we think that this playlist will be cool, so they're generating what they want you to listen to, and it's all Lil Face Tattoo. But you know that there are rappers out here that are actually putting in substance, but they're not pushing those niggas. Exactly.
So it's like, how much, like, it's how much streaming is dictating what kind of music that we listen to, because nowadays even motherfuckers don't even look at they don't even weigh album sales as much as they used to, because that gets calculated into streaming numbers.
It's just all streaming. No, like, everyone, all of these rappers' arguments, Lil Face Tattoo, rainbow hair, his whole biggest thing is, well, I'm the most streamed and I have these charts and blah, 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 blah. And I mean, that's the same argument that Nicki Minaj has been standing on for hella long. So, like, we've gotten to this point where technically you can't argue against these niggas because they do have the numbers. Because of that iTunes streaming shit and Spotify and all of these streams. And it's like, yeah, but the shit that you saying is bullshit. And it's 10-year-olds listening to this shit, but they streaming it. Yeah. And so now you're technically the hottest rapper, and now you're being pushed on me when I really want to listen to Davies. Like, I really want to listen to somebody else. You know?
That's 100%. Like, that's 100% true. It's all so controlled and so manipulated. And then, like you said, if the artists themselves are giving credit to streams, if they're giving that, if Nicki Minaj says, I'm getting this many million streams and this makes me popular. So then now we're all measuring things by streams, because an artist has validated that streams are a measure of success. But it's like, that's a new thing that you could brag about streaming. Like, that's new. And so it's interesting to see that that's now, like, the thing that you are, like, the most streamed artist, which to me, that doesn't really mean much. Like, when we say, like, Rihanna is the most streamed artist of something, like, it's just okay, but compare Rihanna's bag to Beyonce's bag.
Yeah, it makes it take less work to be credited as an artist, and it's not fair to people who actually have put in the work and have gotten credit. Like, it's a difference, because I wouldn't even argue that with Rihanna, because we know she puts in work and she's been doing this. Like, she's lived through the pre-streaming age and is successful, you know. But when you get all these people that are just on now because they got a lot of streams, it's just oversaturating music. And then on the contrast, and that's all. And one thing I say to note about that is it's all males. On the contrast, I have been seeing such a flux of women rappers that are fucking spitting.
Even like, women in R&B right now are very much. I think women are like in they general, are really doing the like quality shit right now.
Putting up quality shit, giving us quality music, quality bars, quality songs. Yeah. And they're not getting the recognition for it because Lil Face Tattoo is all over the charts. Like, I keep seeing, like, literally every day on Twitter, I see, like, at least 2 freestyles of some woman rapper getting the fuck off. Yeah. And it's just like, but she don't have face tattoos and she's not out there doing something ignorant and getting, like, a whole... But you have to be... You can't just be a rapper anymore.
No, you gotta have a character.
You have to have a character. You have to be like, you just have to be in
people's. You have to be in people's faces.
And I think it's not even just rap. Shock value. Even with everything, because even like Will Smith, you know, like he got on Instagram. Like, you know, like you have to do multiple things along with what it is you really wanted to. You can't just do one thing anymore. And so these younger kids, like you said, are doing the opposite way, where they wait until they get 1 million followers from doing a bunch of dumb shit and then say, oh, well, I want to be this, and that. And where all these other people are putting in their crafts, they're like painting and singing and rapping and acting, and then they're just doing that. So then they're not getting the recognition because they're not on Instagram too and letting you into their every. That's why citizens like, I don't want to do this shit no more. Like, damn, I just wanted to make music. I don't want to be in your face all the fucking time and do these interviews and having to post a picture every other day because y'all want to see me. Like, no, why isn't the music just enough? Like, you have to do so much other shit along with it.
It was very recent to where, like, it's not even been like that long, because when we think about it, some of our biggest and most like beloved artists are recluses, like the Kendrick, J. Cole. When you talk about niggas like Big Sean,
and it's lucky that they came up in it, like, they got popular enough to where they didn't have to do that right before because you had to start doing that. You couldn't
make it. Yeah. And imagine that there's maybe a Kendrick or a Cole right now making music and they will not get on because they don't have that flashy, like, and it's like the big labels are looking for that now. I commend, like,
because you gonna get streams.
I commend like rappers who have their own label. Like, Rock Nation does a great job of, you will not see a Little on Rock Nation's roster. You will not see a Little on TDE's roster. There's no Lils on Dreamville's roster. There's no Lils on Good Music. I don't even think. It's this Atlantic, like the bigger Atlantic, Columbia, Universal, really capitalist, like, rooted. Not that the other smaller labels aren't capitalist, but it's just like a big thing. And then they have resources to manipulate streaming numbers because they also buy bots that go online and fake streams, like robots. They just stream. Yeah, you are the most streamed rapper because Atlantic created some sort of algorithm to make it so that by the time that your album comes out, you are. And then
Atlantic also pushes the narrative that streams are important.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say that you're the most streamed person, while at the same time pushing that you have to have streams. So I'm making it so that you win. Like,
it just changed what I guess the benchmark for success is. It's pretty crazy,
and it's annoying. But I will say that enough of the real people aren't stupid enough to catch on to this. Lil Face Tattoo Rainbow, all of your songs are top 5, whatever. Your first 5 songs were top 100 or whatever. Niggas that actually care about music and care about good music don't fucking care. Yeah. So you're going around like, it's like, damn, I had an analogy in my head, but it left. But you can't just be you bragging about something that real people don't care about. Like,
especially if you've been a hip hop fan for a long time. If you've been a hip hop fan for more than 5 years, and that's another thing,
they haven't been hip hop fans for a long time.
But when was the last time that rappers were like a song had to be a top something on Billboard for it to start to matter?
Yeah, exactly.
Because we came up with that. We just realized that Drake was in a Hot 100 for like 7 years. Like, 7 years later, we noticed it. So for 7 years, it's really like that nigga's just been there,
and we still liked him.
And exactly, and people still like them. And the songs that you like will always be the songs that you like. And when you release an album, it's likely that most of your favorite songs on the album may not even make it to a Billboard Hot 100, but that shit still slaps. Like, I have a lot of rappers and musicians that I listen to that have never, like, I'm thinking like, when was the last time like a RJ was on the Billboard list, or Nipsey Hussle was on a Billboard list? Like, that shit is really mundane. Like, who cares? If the song is good, the song is good.
The 10-year-olds.
Exactly.
It also think like it's a point to think about. I bet once they start putting out the age ranges and shit for all of those streams, the conversations are going to be different. Because if a lot of 13 and 14-year-olds think that your song is cool, about like what that, kind of like that don't matter. That? Like, they're not doing anything but streaming your shit. Like, you get me? Like, it wouldn't. Who cares?
Yeah, what kind of clout? Like, okay, great.
Yeah, like, you don't get anything once we see. I would be interested to see the age ranges of the people that are put in these. Yeah,
I agree.
Just to
because I mean now you get a family plan on Apple Music.
Hello.
So your parents pay and you just get what the fuck you want to get.
And even you can see it when you go to these fucking concerts and shit. These little kids that's yelling off of them like your concert sold out to a bunch of 12-year-olds. Like,
exactly.
Who I'm pretty sure that your mama wouldn't have bought the ticket if she would have saw that it was the black Lil Face Tattoo, but it's the white Lil Face Tattoo.
Exactly.
So it's all good.
And it's a little bit more acceptable that way.
Yeah. But
that's crazy.
That was pretty much it.
I want to ask something. How do you feel about this? Because how do you feel about this Gucci Migos Yachty tape that is set to...
First of all, that's too many people.
I'm not excited.
The Migos can't do tapes with other people. Everything y'all do is a combined tape. Y'all are a group. Like, no. 1. 2, no, yeah, I don't know. Everybody... Now that's still the same conversation almost because they have to compete with all of these other people that are doing these streaming numbers, and they're on Atlantic, right?
Yeah.
So you have to compete with all of these people that are doing all this streaming stuff. So you just putting out names that you know people are going to want to click and not necessarily hear. No one can really tell me that they want to hear an album with Lil Yachty, Gucci, and the Migos. It probably had like 2 bangers on there. That's a lot of people.
And for forgettable bangers, though.
Yeah.
Because there's bangers, and then, okay, this was the best song on this album.
Yeah. It's the difference between,
like, that's
this is the best out of what you gave us, and this actually bangs.
This was the shit on this album. This specific one.
I don't want to hear that.
That's just
shit.
Not gonna, like...
I don't. But then also, it's not like we don't know Gucci puts out a song an hour. Like, that's been his shit. Like, he get me to oversaturate us with music. And the Migos did that for a little while, too. So, like, I mean, if I look at it from that standpoint, like, it's not anything new, I guess. But I don't want to hear
I think the combination is what's really... Like, Lil
Yachty keep getting all of these fucking chances? If disclaimer, we're recording this before Cardi B album drops, so...
Oh, yeah.
That's why we haven't said anything about it. But if her album drops and tomorrow and it's bad, it's gonna be bad for Cardi. Lil Yachty can keep giving us horrible music and keep getting
his label QC and that entire group. They very much protect him.
Well, Cardi is on there too, so maybe they'll protect her because she's there.
I know they will 100%. Like, they are.
Well, she is carrying Offset's offspring.
Well, damn.
Offset's offspring. Offset's offspring. Offspring.
But yeah, they I don't know. Like, I think Yachty was a benchmark for hip hop. Like, when Yachty came out, something started to happen. And I'm not saying it's not even his, like, it's not on him. Like, shout out to Yachty for coming out and being able to do what he's done. And he got a Sprite bag, he got a Nautica bag.
The reason why we always try to tip tap and say, oh, it's not Yachty, it's not him, is because he's a nice fellow.
And he doesn't act ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he acts like he has sense. He's a nice fellow, but he did start all of this shit.
Yeah,
like, he did.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. And I would say even Yachty has made, I don't know, 5 better songs than any Little that's come out, which is saying a lot. Yeah. A lot. Like, Yachty is he is like, they really coddle the fuck out of Yachty. Yeah, you can't say nothing bad about Yachty without nice. The whole gang pulling up and telling you to shut the fuck up and say nice things. Because we need to sell this album, nigga, so shut the fuck up. And don't you ever say nice things about Yachty the shit. Yeah, and then jump.
But I feel like a part of that too is because they've all heard it. Like, people have said trash things about the Migos and all of that. You get me? But the difference is they had some sort of artist development. Mm-hmm. He hasn't.
Also, the Migos have sold hella albums. Yachty has flopped twice. I mean, and I'm flopped. On the other hand, he's probably a very low budget act to have. It doesn't seem like he demands a lot of money put into his projects.
It's just, I'm just thinking back to his freshman cypher. They should just throw the whole double XL away.
Oh, I mean, right now it's a popularity contest. It has absolutely nothing. It has absolutely nothing to do with it.
Do not want to see who's on the freshman class this year. I do not want to see it.
I haven't wanted to see it for I think like the past 6. They really haven't put like they'll put 2 or 3 people in there just for people to buy the magazine, and then everybody else is just
like they have not. It hasn't been really deserving since I'll say Chance's class.
Mm-hmm. I think I
what
honestly
class
think
was Shy Glizzy? I don't think his class was that good either, but I think it was before Chance's. I don't really remember. It had to have been.
I think I agree with you though. Chances was probably the last quality one.
They had it was Chance, Isaiah Rashad, Kevin Gates, August Alsina.
That was a good one. It's funny that all those people were considered freshmen. Like Kevin Gates done graduated. This nigga's super senior. Freshman my ass. What the hell?
Yeah, that was like 2013, 14.
Mm-hmm. But that was definitely the last maybe solid list. It used to be the shit.
Like you used to not.
Oh my god! When that list came out, oh goodness,
you couldn't wait.
Nah, now it's just like okay.
And now it's gonna be who got the best face tattoos.
And you have, and now they make it where like if the person at XXL doesn't like you, they're not gonna put you on there, whether or not you're
Lil Yachty's class. They still turned out to be pretty successful. At least them 4. Yeah. Yachty, 21 Savage, Uzi, and Kodak.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But
I think they are characters with talent.
Was G Herbo ever a freshman? Was he?
I don't think so. Oh. He might have been though. I honestly have not kept up with that list for quite some time.
I don't know. I gotta look into that maybe. But all right, let's move on to the main course.
The real one in your reflection, without a follow, without a mention. You really piping up on these. You gotta be nice for what to these. I understand. You got 100 bands, you got a baby bands, you got some bad friends. High school pics, you was even bad then. You ain't stressing off no lover in the past tense. You already had them.
It's time. You know you
for
start.
All right, y'all. So it's time for our main course. If you have not kind of caught on to like our flow yet, what we do for the main course is that we usually pick some sort of like pop culture current event and then dive deeper into like the issues of that event. Would you think that that's like a good descriptor? Kinda? No. I just said all that to say that we really don't want to talk about Black China, but we're about to.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, where are we going with this?
I just don't want y'all to think that that like we were like, yes, China, let's talk about it. Like I really do not want to talk about this girl.
No, but
we're gonna talk about a bigger issue of her actions.
But she I don't even want to say inspired because that's weird. China inspired.
She has so much promise when she dated Rob. I thought she was just gonna like. I mean, I thought she was gonna be like you give me like. Take them down and expose some shit. I don't know. I thought she was just gonna be good about it. She just wasted everyone's time.
She could have fucked the whole Kardashian shit up.
Poor child into this world.
Yeah, that was sus.
She had a child just to use their things as weapons. All right, so Black China.
Yeah,
I guess there's more than one thing that we could talk about here.
Well, so China went to Six Flags. And things happened at Six Flags. First of all, she went to Six Flags with her new significant other.
She was babysitting her boyfriend and her child.
First off, like the age difference is, I think he's 18.
He's 18, like he's fresh up,
and she is 30-some. That is, I don't know.
I wouldn't even want no 18-year-old dick at 30-something. I didn't want 18-year-old dick when I was 18.
But especially when you're in China's position where you're getting money, like you have notoriety.
He is too though. Isn't he a rapper? He's Lil Face Tattoo too.
Yeah, YNBJ, Almighty J.
What does YNB stand for?
Young
bitch nigga. Young black nigga, because that's a
YNB.
It's not NBA. NBA and Y.
No, NBA Young Boy is different. Young.
They are
niggas.
coming up with crazy acronyms.
YBN. What is YBN?
I don't know. Young
boss niggas. Young boss niggas. Okay, thank God. That was gonna bother my ass. Let me remember that in the car. Come on, niggas. Yeah, so it's
great.
Yeah,
young
so
boss nigga. Got it.
Yeah, YNB Almighty J is this young man's name.
His rap name. I hope that's not on his birth certificate.
YNB. YBN. Grab him out and roll.
Boss nigga, get your ass in here. Didn't I tell you to take out this trash?
Almighty J. Almighty J. Don't let me get your father, Almighty B.
I think it's not him. I think it's another one. I think her boyfriend. It is.
Yeah, that's him.
I thought it was a Namir.
No, Namir is the other one. There's two. YBN Namir and YBN Almighty J.
That's a...
Namir is the one with dreads.
Okay, I've never seen them, so...
I think Namir probably had... The other one has more sense. He has that slapper. He seems a little bit more chill.
What slapper?
I was telling you about the song.
This is where they do the dance?
No. Block Boy JB. Man, these names are getting complex. How are we supposed to keep up with these? Remember
how many black niggas is it?
Remember when rappers had simple names?
YBN,
Kendrick,
NBA,
Drake,
YMCA,
J.
Lil YMCA is coming. I'll tell you.
Oh, absolutely. You wait on it. God damn it. Young Community Center. So I'm Lil YMCA.
Lil Rex Center.
With a W. With a W.
Woo, okay.
Yeah.
She went to Six Flags. She was babysitting. Somebody tries to touch her child.
Yeah, things pop off. Then it starts to look like a physical altercation is about to pop off. At which point, my inspiration for this main course comes into my head. Because I'm like, this is weird. You know, like, Six Flags is a place you go with your family. And she did. She took her and her 3 kids. And so I was confused because that's a happy-ass place. Yeah. That's a weird place to fight.
It's adult Disneyland.
Exactly. And so I'm looking and I'm like, bro, you a grown woman. Like, you really are. Not only that, but you're a quote-unquote businesswoman. Like, people are recording you. And I don't care. If Black China's out in public, she knows. Mm-hmm. Like, the cameras are out.
Facts.
Even if you weren't Blac Chyna, if you were a grown woman in Six Flags and acting out like that, that's what we do now. People record.
Mm-hmm. Or
you don't even have to be that famous.
You hear somebody yell.
So I'm like, yeah, exactly. So I'm like, is there like an age where that, like, where you literally have to learn how to resolve problems by either A, talking it out, or B, calling security?
Yes, 18. As soon as you can go to jail and be charged as an adult, that's the age where you figure out if it's really worth it to do all that. I'm never going to say there's an age to stop fighting because, like, if I'm a parent, like you give me, if something could happen where I could see somebody really wanting to fight.
I think that's
I understand
different.
that. But like you said, you're at Six Flags, and mind you, the girl that she was about to fight was also like 18 or 19. So,
and a kid with a big ass mouth. So what the fuck?
And your kids are there. So with all
right
that
there
into account, there's definitely an age where you have to, and not even, I won't even say just the age, but you have to, like, a point where you have to be self-aware. Mm-hmm. So when there are kids around is when you have to be self-aware. When you know that you are known, when you have to be self-aware. When you're in a setting like Six Flags, you have to be self-aware. When the person that you are in an altercation with is much younger than you, you have to take that into account. You
and
have to be
these kids
self-aware.
like clout nowadays.
So
they get off of going on famous people. Because she started tweeting and making videos to pop off also. So people are using you
to come up
as a point to come up, and you're not seeing that.
So those are 4. So what I'm saying is those 4 things separately are all good enough reason to be self-aware. So all 4 things combined, there's just not really an excuse as to why you would be doing all that. And to be in... And another thing that it showed me, which I guess is less important, but she really must not be able to fight, because the fact that she was trying to do all that just to pick up her child's scooty thingy to throw it, instead of trying to get to the bitch, that if you really want to fight that bad, get to the bitch and use your hands. You can't possibly think, if you really trying to fuck somebody up, my nigga, you can't possibly think I'm gonna run over here and then get this and run over. It's not gonna make it. You know it's not gonna make it. You've seen, first of all, you've seen everybody try to stop you once or twice to do this. So why try to do it again? If you really want to rush this bitch, rush her. So you don't even really want to fight. I think, in my opinion, as somebody who has fought, it's the love and hip hop effect, where it's like, I'm gonna look like I want to fight. I know that at this point you see everybody is recording you, so you want to look like you got class. So I'm gonna look like I'm about to fuck this bitch up, because you could have got to her instead of trying to get to this thing. You could have used that time to get to her if you really wanted to fight her, but you didn't.
Yeah, I guess, like you said, that love and hip hop effect. The cameras are out.
Throw a drink. I know the security is right here, so I'm gonna call you a bitch and say I'm about to beat your ass, and then go.
I'm gonna run behind the security guard.
Give the security guard time to come and get me, instead of just fighting.
I agree. Like I that shit. It's just, honestly, like, when I see older women, especially in certain settings, and when there's kids around doing shit like that, it's like.
And another thing that I didn't put. So I listed 4 separate reasons when you know that you shouldn't, when you should be more self-aware. 5th, if you are in a custody battle over your child with the powerful ass Kardashians,
the niggas who got OJ free, like, just remember that.
Jay, okay.
But if I did do it, this is how I did it, nigga. That's the family that got him on,
and they just have so much clout.
They got resources. That shit is not even clout no more. That shit is resources.
They control so much. So all you need, and the only thing you had over them was that you were the child's mother, and like, you know, still in court, that just takes precedence. You just was sucking lazy dick on camera. So for you to, like, you know, it's so much that you would think that, and I'm not a mother, so the fact that I'm still thinking about all of these things says something about your parenting. Absolutely. You know, like, you should be able to think about all of those things before you do any of that.
And from, like, just overall, like, your kids' safety should be tantamount to everything.
Well, technically that's why she was doing it, but
they're still around, and people are like,
and now
people are egging you on.
Like, you didn't see your kid this whole time when you were trying to fight. Like, you get me?
People were egging you on top of, like people are here to catch you slipping, obviously. So what if, like, what if something happens to the kid because you out here, you know, doing stuff like this? Like, somebody could bum rush a stroller and your kid ends up hurt or something like that. Like, and that's the shit that I'm like, that's not. It don't make no sense. Somebody come and start pepper spraying or something like that, and then something gets on the kid, or somebody throws a drink. It spills on your kid, and I'm not even like. I get it. I thought the chick who if you touch somebody's kid without permission, like, that's wrong. Especially someone famous kid, because they're gonna feel a little more of a way about that, you know, because they don't get the privacy. Not even, but a kid doesn't even give you permission to touch them. Yeah. Like, you went and invaded another person's space, a kid who can't stand up for themselves. So I was like, that's foul. So I get the anger, but the reaction was kind of like, you need to pause, because. But it was also a kid touching another kid. Yeah, like, yeah, that's true. Like, exactly. Like, talk to that little girl and tell her. Yeah. So that was disappointing. It's just like, you would think after a certain age, you would just become self-aware. And, like, this is for any woman, not just Black China. No, absolutely. Like, I think everybody. You can't be conducting yourself like that with all of those preceding circumstances. I agree. Like, that's you just can't be doing that shit. Like, nobody is really gonna be on your side for that. And she lost a stroller deal for that. You're losing money on now. When y'all go to court next, that's another thing, is you could lose time with your kids. Rob is trying to get half the child support back, so he's trying to reduce the child support that he paying. You fucking up everything. What? Because this nigga Rob has been doing the opposite. You seen the picture of him lately? Girl, he losing weight. He looking good. He living healthy. Like, he realized that he's a Kardashian nigga, and that there are standards to meet. Like, he cool. Yeah. he cool, but yeah, and then man, it was just uncomfortable for me to see her and that kid. Like it's crazy because I was reading kind of the backlash that Lucci got.
Yeah, all those
from
those pictures. Like I saw a picture of Lucci holding like I think it was his daughter. I don't know, but it was a child, and it was like Lucci and Regine. Like, all right.
Just for context, like Lucci and Regine are
YFN, another acronym. What does that stand for? YFN, NBA, YBN, YRN. What is it? What does YFN stand for? Young fly nigga. I'm a guess.
Yeah.
Who would you rather be? A young fly nigga, never broke again, or a young boss nigga?
Or a young rich nigga.
Or a young rich nigga.
Damn. Those are tough choices. We'll do a poll.
Yeah. We will.
I mean, I want to know. This is really, really itchy.
I think the least I would want to be is a young fly nigga. Like, okay, anybody could be fly.
Yeah. That's true.
That's it? You just fly? Nigga, I'm a boss.
So you ain't got no money?
I'll never be broke again. What do you mean?
I'm literally rich for life. It says it in my name.
Young rich nigga, hello. What do you mean?
Good, bye, fly.
Fly? Great.
Cool, we got a fly nigga in the house. Oh, shit, they got a fly nigga.
What does that get you?
Okay, you fly. Okay, cool.
We're going to come up with an acronym.
Oh, my goodness. Young brunch niggas. That's taken.
That's already, YBN is already taken.
But I think if ours means something different, I feel like we should still be able to use it.
That's just not true. I mean, no, sorry. I was talking about something else not being true.
It's okay. But yeah, Regine and YFN are a couple. Regine is 19. Is she 19? 18? 18 or 19. And
she just turned 19.
And YFN is like 28. I want to say 28 or 29. But he's closer to 30 than he is to 19. And it's just like it's kind of perfect how these two couples kind of came together in parallel, because you see the double standard that women and men get for when they're dating with such a large age gap, because Lucci has he's been catching a lot of heat. Like, people have been
Tyga caught a lot of heat.
Yeah, that's another
been
one.
Ongoing joke.
That's another one. Is like, it's weird, like, but we don't see the fact that Blac Chyna has already shown us that she does take advantage of situations, and B, we don't even criticize her for possibly taking advantage of this new kid who just started rapping. So he doesn't even know half of what's going on in the rap game. Like, he's barely starting to get his footing as a rapper. And so I don't put it past it. I mean, I would be critical of Chyna. Like, you could be taking advantage of this nigga. Like,
it says a lot about the way that we protect black men. Mm-hmm. And that goes on even with, well, I'll say that after because I don't want to go on too big of a tangent. But like you said, Lucci caught a lot of flack. Tyga caught a lot of flack, and our mind automatically goes to, she's young and he's manipulating her mind, blah, 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 blah. But with young black men, like, he's young too.
Yeah.
I've heard so many stories of young black men losing their virginity to like 30-year-olds when they're like 12 and shit. Even like that.
Younger.
And
not realizing that that's rape.
And not realizing that it's rape, not realizing the effect it has on your relationship with women.
Exactly, like
longer
how you
down the line. Like
a
lot of those men treat women a different way.
Not even relationships, but what your expectation is of sex.
Mm-hmm.
If that's your first experience, like, what do you expect sex is going to be like for you?
Mm-hmm. It does something that men don't like to admit because they don't think there's something wrong with them, especially when you tell another man that, let's say you tell your dad or your big brother, like, oh my gosh, Miss so-and-so, like, play with my dick. Like, she bad, bro. Blah, blah, blah. Like, it's just a different response, and we don't, I really don't think we take enough care of our young black men when it comes to
sexual
those situations,
abuse,
because it's just not cool. It's the same thing. You got a young mind just like the little girl has a young mind. And
not only that, but
too, like,
men, their brains fully develop later than women. It's possible. First of all, remember, Regine's father is Lil Wayne. She's not an idiot. Her mom, I mean, she has grown up in an industry where she has been hyper criticized. She's on the lens. I don't put it past her that she is probably more mature than a regular 19-year-old. That she's had experiences that regularly you wouldn't have. She has access to money in a way that a lot of people don't have also. And your dad is one of the most respected rappers in hip hop. I have no doubt that Lucci and Wayne had a conversation about this specifically in order for this to go forward. You had to. Possibly Lucci and Birdman had a conversation about this to get the okay to move forward. And people don't, but a person like Almighty J, like, I'm sure China's not talking to his mom about what they're doing. I'm 100% sure that his entire social network is cheering him on for being able to bag China.
The older woman. It messes up all of your forward relationships. And then what we know about men too, and I can say this with a lot of confidence, is like that first heartbreak for a boy
defines a lot, right?
Defines everything. So if that happens if it's already so emotional for men to deal with their feelings, and that first heartbreak is already so hard and they handle that so bad, and it happens at 12 from a 30-year-old, like, that's a lot. That's a lot. And then you grow into a nigga that we say ain't shit, and you doing all these things to women, and you're a womanizer, and it grows into a damaging young man because your first interaction with love was from a woman that took advantage of you.
Yeah.
And we never look at it that way from young men.
I mean, your first interaction with sex had absolutely nothing to do with love. Like, it was devoid. It actually came from a place opposite of love. Like, you experienced abuse, and you don't even recognize that.
And not even you. No one will recognize it. No one will recognize it for you.
But think about this.
People will tell you that it was good that it happened to you.
But think about this. Imagine being a kid or a younger man and feeling a certain kind of way about what happened to you, but everybody else around you telling you that it's good. Like, what kind of internal turmoil could you maybe be going through?
Like, damn, I don't feel good about this, but it's supposed to feel good, so I guess.
Exactly. It could, like, and you have to think how much you have to think about, and you have to think yourself into being like, this is okay. You have to tell yourself consistently, like, this is okay, for it to start to become a pattern. And then, like you said, these are young men in their developing stages. Men's brains develop later than women's. It's what Jay-Z said he was how old? You know what I'm saying?
Jay-Z said I had to wait for the damn twins to be here.
Naturally. If them bitches ain't natural, I am not gonna stop.
That nigga is still trying to get it together. Beyonce serving lemonade every day. He's still not getting it together. That's all they've been drinking in that house for damn 3 years.
Just sour. But it's just
it's one of our worst double standards that we have. Because I believe so much that if we would tackle like that issue much earlier, we would see a huge change in men.
Absolutely.
Because and that's another thing too. Women report sexual abuse way more often than men do. So we're still not even sure how many young men this happens to.
And not only that, but even think about this. Women underreport sexual abuse. But they report more
than men do.
So you have
So you have to imagine how much this is happening to young men, and just the fact that we just congratulate them like that. Think about how crazy that is. Like,
and especially if you feel gross after doing something, and then somebody tells you, like, you did a good job, or that's a good thing.
That was a good thing that happened to you. What are you complaining about? Like,
it doesn't feel that way for you. So I mean, man.
And even, like I say, even if it does feel good, women, let's just be real, like, are smart. Women are manipulative. So just imagine the games that you could play with a young boy. Yeah. Like, I have, like, heard stories from people that I actually know. Like, that shit is just not... It just is very damaging, and I just hate to see it's so crazy how other men will really tell you that that's the way that things supposed to go. Like, imagine how deep the damage goes is what I'm trying to say, I guess.
And I mean, think about it, because when these things are happening, it's at a time where, young men are going through puberty. And so sexually what's going on with your body is confusing already. Mm-hmm. But not only that, you're hypersexualized. That's, when you think about, boys being in the bathroom for too long with the lotion and the Kleenex and shit like that. So that's an exact point of a perfect time to take advantage of somebody. Mm-hmm. Is imagine if, you're that obsessed with masturbation that it takes over, because we hear this, at some age, niggas just jerk nasty off forever. And so imagine being able to have sex instead, but then you don't even get to go through that period because now you're having sex. So it's you don't even go through the regular development of learning your own body, learning yourself. Somebody has taken that away from you, and that choice away from you, and so you're kind of forced to fake mature into a sexual being that you're not. You're actually not. Mm-hmm. But everybody around you is congratulating you and telling you that you're the big man. Good job. It's sad.
It's really sad.
And I think. And regularly men grow up to face backlash over it, because there's a point when women are ready to do shit seriously and men aren't. Mm-hmm. And that could be a direct result of how their relationships with women have started. Mm-hmm. And it's sad. It's so sad because of how much better people could be. And then they don't ever get to access that. And then doesn't, for everybody, men or female, that kind of abuse, it'll never go away. That's something you can never take back. So no matter how much therapy you do, even if you did find out that it was wrong, you can't undo what's been done. So it's just damn, I feel like we have to communicate to women more that we can be perpetrators of sexual abuse as well. That has to be something that...
I feel like women know it. They just know that they can get away with it.
I know, but the general conversation surrounds men being abusers. Even when you see teachers who are women who get... Because a lot of times, teachers who are women end up getting caught up for shit like this, right?
All the time.
You get the same exact reaction. Half of it is this is wrong, and half of it is what the fuck are y'all talking about? He knew what he was doing. Blah, blah, blah. It's the same exact thing as when men rape women and you say she got wet. Yes, that is a normal. That is
what happens.
A bodily function. Whether or not you're enjoying yourself, it's going to happen. It doesn't justify what you've done. Mm-hmm. He knew what he was doing. His dick got hard. Nigga couldn't control it.
Yeah, she sucked it.
This nigga gets fucking hard-ons in class presenting. What the fuck? This nigga gets hard watching Bill Nye the Science Guy. Yes.
He's going through a time where his dick just stand up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's sick.
It's awful. It's a horrible double standard. But I will say that I've definitely seen more people giving China shit than not giving her shit. But I feel like it does have a lot to do with the fact that literally her baby daddy went through the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So maybe them niggas should just go back to each other because they both weird. But I have seen a good amount of people talking about how weird it is that she's dating a child.
We should continue to put that kind of pressure.
I think it's 10 times weirder when you have a child too.
Because I mean, if China was to sit down and think about it, imagine if Little King,
18-year-old, and bring home this bitch in my house that's my age. What the fuck? You get me? I'm
just saying, imagine Little King and Kylie being together 18 years from now.
It's pretty much exactly what it is.
You ain't gonna like it.
Never mind. I won't say it. I want this podcast to be successful down the line. I don't want us to have to delete episodes. We got to delete tweets.
Yeah, see, this is what we're doing. We're taking our own advice. Just don't say it.
I will not.
This is good. See, we are practicing.
I'll say it once we pause.
We are practicing. Yeah, but that's all I was thinking is, I think we have to communicate more to women that we could be perpetrators of sexual, like the general narrative is like men are perpetrators of sexual abuse, but like you said, it's underreported for men, and it's sad because of how much damage it does to you growing up and what you think a relationship and sex are supposed to look like.
It's horrible. It's just a cycle. Mm-hmm. And it seems like we're addressing every other part of the cycle except for just when it comes to young men. Mm-hmm. And it's so sad. It really is so sad. Like, everybody else is getting cared for, and they aren't. And it's just really sad. It's not fair.
Agreed.
But let me just say this before we move on. If I have a son and he bring home a woman anywhere around my age, I'm beating her ass. Even with all we just talking about, what age you should stop fighting, all of that shit. Let me tell you something. That's when it's time to fight.
That's a good reason.
You getting that ass whooped, and that's that.
I don't know what I would do. I would do something.
You're calling me, and I'm gonna beat her ass. Get your old ass out my fucking house, and get your ass back in your room. The fuck. Fuck y'all thought this was. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. YBN, ABC, all of y'all niggas get in the damn room. ROOM, nigga. Get in there.
Yeah, and it's turkey sandwiches for y'all in the back. Oh, hungry ass.
Hello. Here's some Capri Suns. Don't fucking play with me, nigga. And bitch, you get out. Go to AARP. I'll fuck everybody up. That shit ain't happening. Get your old ass out of my fucking house. Bring home this old ass bitch.
No.
With your young ass. You what?
I agree.
All right, well, let's move on.
Let us know what y'all think.
Yeah, please let us know what y'all think on this topic.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good one. Sometimes, you know, men catch a lot of flack for shit, which rightfully so most of the time.
Because men are awful, usually.
But then, like, what you said, when we look back to, like, why do certain things happen? Like, why do certain men turn out, you know, different kinds of ways? And it may be damage from a woman. And it sucks because
I think the thing that sucks the most is that a lot of them don't think that it's anything wrong. Right. They don't think anything wrong happened to them, and they don't see how that changed their trajectory.
Because
so it's like you can't even get them to talk about it or admit anything because they don't think anything wrong happened to them.
Yeah, because at least women, like, when you talk about, like, sexual abuse or something like that happening to you with your friends or your people will, oh, damn, that's terrible. Yeah. Like, what do you need? Console you. Mm-hmm. The immediate reaction is that something terrible happened to you. And so it registers that way for us and even in our circles of friends, like if a guy treats you wrong and you go to tell your friends, it's likely that they will agree with you and be on your side. Mm-hmm. Whereas, like, maybe if you're a guy, like, your homies might call you a bitch. Like, why you doing this? Why don't you just go fuck other bitches or some shit?
Get any type
where's
of,
your support? Like, oh, you know what? It's all good.
And consolation. Like, it's just always immediately jokes and you need to man up and you can't have feelings. Oh, this is what I wanted to bring up.
Oh, yeah.
The stuff that happened with Safari, so it all plays into the same thing. Mm-hmm. So Safari got robbed. Mm-hmm. He went on the Angie Martinez radio show, and he was still shaken up about it. He was crying. Mm-hmm. Granted, I'm not gonna say he shouldn't have went on there if he was that shaken up because maybe he wanted to tell his story or whatever. But he did. The point is that he did went on there, so he was crying. And also, I didn't know this, but I just found this out. But also, his uncle just got murdered from being robbed. So, like, his uncle was robbed, and then that he got murdered. So all of that has happened to him. So he's crying. Men and women, oh, this nigga a bitch, and they had T.I. said something about like
cold world, yeah, like get a jacket or something.
Yeah,
like
basically like this shit happen. Like, niggas get robbed every day. Be like, all right. If whether or not this shit happens, if he's crying about it, it's a big deal to him. You know?
But, you know, I saw a clip of Angie, and I didn't even know the backstory of, like, his uncle and maybe the fact that he might be traumatized. Yeah. But he was running off the cost of what things. He said, I had a $20,000 watch. I had a $6,000 pinky ring. I had he said I had, like, $50,000 worth of. Let me tell y'all something. If I lost $50,000 worth of anything, yes, I'm fucking crying. I don't give a fuck. In fact, he held himself together. The fact that he was that put together was surprising. Fuck that shit.
He just had a song, 100 on wrist. All that shit is gone. Now he has zero
on wrist. What is he supposed to rap about?
Nothing.
Fuck that. That's bullshit. But you put that on top of the fact that you brought that up with his uncle and the fact that was probably very salient in his mind, because I think when I saw a little clip, but when he was describing it, like, what am I gonna do? He has a gun. Like, what am I gonna try to do? It's like, For real.
It just takes like men just. I just can't imagine being a man. How hard that is. You don't get to express your feelings. You don't get to cry about shit. You don't get to admit that you're scared. You have this like sense of pride that you always have to have. So when you are in a position where you can't do anything,
that damaging ass ego that people just force you to have.
Exactly. So you're forced to have this ego, and I'm a man and all this stuff, and I'm gonna protect myself. So when you're in a position that you can't protect yourself, it really fuck you up. Like I couldn't even stop myself. Yeah, I'm not a man because I couldn't stop myself from getting robbed, and now I'm crying and people are giving me shit about it. Like, you know what? That's why he got juju. Okay. Top 3 finest girls, and he got her.
And you know this.
Hello, and you know this. So
Juju.
I just thought that was worth bringing up when we just talk about men being able to like express their feelings and get support from other men. And you got T.I., Mr. You know, he always be trying to be black people. Let's do this. And
not even that, but when you look at T.I.'s relationship and shit, you have to see that nigga himself is not completely all the way. Like, something may have happened to him, and that's the nigga who's giving other niggas advice. I'm sorry, but no.
And I think Kid Fury talked about this on the read a little bit too, but think about the shit that just happened with Fabulous. Now, we recorded last week's episode before the video came out, so now we see this video. All of these niggas jumping to defend Fabulous and giving all of these reasons why, and we didn't even see him hit her on the video, which 2 separate instances, dumbasses, but we didn't even see him hit her on the video. So y'all doing all this to defend Fabulous, and y'all clowning Safari, who just got robbed. Like, the direct that's just a hell of a fucking contrast. It's a hell of a contrast.
And the way it seems is like men are valued on the way they value their own manly ass ego. Like, if you don't protect your own masculine ego, then you a bitch. But if you do something to protect it, no matter who you harm, as long as you're protecting your manness, it's all good. Yeah. But as soon as you stop protecting your manhood and start thinking about yourself as a person, regardless of gender, just a human being, you a bitch. Because God forbid you have a clear state of mind, some sense of clarity about who you are and what kind of, like, the fact that you value yourself as a human. Like, how dare you value your own fucking life?
Girl.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna go to LA and just hug my nephews. Just take them all, just hug them.
That shit, I mean, I love seeing, when I see shit like that, like, honestly, like, yes. Yes. Because men are going to be men no matter what. Like, you are going to be a man.
I can't take the fact away from you that you're a man. You know why? Because you have a dick and which chromosome? The Y? I don't know. You have a dick and balls. So you're a man. So there's nobody's going to be able to take that away from you. Like, no one's going to be able to take that away from you. So
you will be able to grow your facial hair. You'll have, like, come on. It's like something to protect as if somebody could take it away. When I'm like,
no one can take it away from you. Like, it's yours to have and to do with it what you will.
This is bad. I'm gonna try to keep this one short. But I'm also thinking about when like this conversation, especially with Hotep niggas who talk about how
the worst,
the
absolute worst kind of men.
How society is, like,
taking away,
feminizing or taking away, like,
the black male's masculinity.
And I'm like, the only way that somebody could take something away from you
is if you let
because, and I think, and for me, Dave Chappelle is the perfect example for this, because he gives that the little narrative of when he was on Oprah, when he was talking about how he felt like they were trying to bitch him out because they wanted him to wear a dress for a certain role. And he kind of had that moment of, like, what the fuck are they don't ask any of the white men to do this.
Yeah.
And so he stands up for himself, and he actually refused to do the project.
Yeah.
If he had to wear a dress. And he literally had to go back and forth and barter to not have to wear the dress but still stay on the project. And ultimately he said no to the dress, and he stood his ground. That's protecting your manhood.
Boom.
Because I'm sick of niggas being like, oh, they got niggas in dresses and shit now on
like
TV.
Them niggas didn't literally put their leg in
and cash the check that came in.
Leg in, shimmied it up, told somebody to zip it up, and that was the end of it. Like them niggas
and
chose
absolutely
to do that
accepted
shit.
the check
These
that
niggas
they got
is
paid.
on Instagram buying wigs and shit and putting on lipstick to get the bag. They are deliberately doing that. So who is taking away your masculinity? You have control of that shit.
In reality, you're taking away black women's femininity, if anything, at that. Like, you're doing the opposite. The
podcast is over. That's it. We don't have to say anything
drops
else.
Mike.
I don't want to drop it because I want to put it back.
Yeah, and we pay for this shit, so it's expensive.
But let's talk about that. I don't care. I'm going to keep talking because I just feel it. That shit, and especially specifically dark-skinned black women who are already masculinized. All fucking ready. I had a passenger tell me once something about like he's a club host or something like that, and he was like, yeah, you should come to my club, you could be security. I said, damn, I can't go inside the club. I'm security, huh? Damn. I don't look like I want to have fun. I just look like I'm just blocking niggas from the door. Like, shit like that happens to me all the time. So you get these big ass buff black men putting on with Shanae. Bitch, Shanae was swole. That was Martin. Like, you get me? I rarely see light skinned.
No, I agree. It's,
like, you get me?
And you want to know,
or even white. Like, it's just specifically dark skinned women that y'all are masculizing. So nobody is taking away your masculinity. You're taking away our femininity.
Exactly.
I'm gonna put that on a shirt, my nigga. For real.
I mean, but
now whenever
seriously.
I get angry, I got to be cute about it because that's always been. I talk to you about that all the time
it's
about
aggressive.
Me saying I have to be more ladylike
because
I'm not seen as
aggressive.
ladylike. Like I'm not a fucking lady.
All the time.
I'm a lady.
Even personally, when I meet new people, if I am not completely smiling and cheerful, I literally had a colleague pull me aside and ask me if I had a problem with them because of my body language in the meeting, and I'm like, I was just listening. That was my listening
Niggas
face.
gotta listen like.
That was I'm listening.
I'm
sorry, bro. I don't have like a happy ass face to give y'all.
I'm not at Disneyland right now. I'm just not about to walk around skipping and happy and shit. I'm not on a yellow brick road, my nigga.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like that shit when niggas point at shit like that, like, oh, they got women on they got niggas on TV wearing. How many times has somebody been able to force you to do something that you don't want to do? As a black man, how many times in this world has somebody been able to...
They talk to him, then DM that nigga and say, you shouldn't have wore that dress. Like, if you so mad, nobody made them do anything. They did that shit on their motherfucking own.
And again, it comes back... That masculinity is yours. It's yours.
And his masculinity is his also. So him wearing a dress have nothing to do with you.
Exactly.
Nobody's going to, like, get the fuck out of here. But this was supposed to be me for once trying to be there for niggas, so I'm not gonna go in on them.
No, so. I mean, I guess it's just like hella layers to things.
It's just a bunch.
And at the end of it, like, everybody gets affected by all of this shit because the damaged men meet sometimes damaged women, and then now you have damaged children, and then, like you said, it's a cycle. Or damaged men meet women who are okay, and then they damage them, and then they damage another nigga, and then now we're in a whole nother cycle again. So it just goes to show you, like, that shit is... Oh, you know what else? The Get Down. They had a relationship like that with Shailene Fantastic.
Oh, and Mylene.
No, the older lady, the club lady.
Oh my God, yes.
So that's another good example.
That. Bring the Get Down back. The Get Down was... I cannot believe that they're canceling that show. That show touched so many fucking problems.
That shit was sick.
That show, they need at least a closing movie or something. That was...
Because they were just starting to do the queer storyline with Jaden, which I was so excited about that shit.
That was honestly, I'm not gonna lie, after just 2 seasons, that was like a top 3 show.
Oh yeah,
it touched so much shit. I forgot all about that. I can't believe that it touched into that.
That relationship with Shailene,
that like mom son relationship. But you got to fuck me. Like he was getting raped by this girl.
And there's money being exchanged, and
he was getting
you don't have a
raped
family,
by that woman.
But we will be your family. This is your brother who fucking hates you.
This is your brother who hates you because you're fucking mom. Me. But I'm treating you like a son, and you got to have some sense of loyalty to me. And then if somebody find out and was trying to like help him, no.
I feel like
I think what's his name?
It ended somehow though. I think he left or something. But
but she was looking for him still. But that's just
that's just another
I'm gonna write my own
of
ending to that show. Fuck that. But
fan fiction by Camille.
That was Shiloh Fantastic was fucking the drug dealer mom lady, and it definitely showed how it was kind of fucking him up too. Like I cannot believe that they are ending that show. What a show! That show touches on so much. I'm gonna go back and watch it again.
I might have to, honestly. It is a great show. Damn.
Shiloh Fantastic, who we call conductor, because Shiloh Fantastic, a bad mother. All right.
Hilarious. Okay,
this was long.
Let's move on. But share your thoughts. This was long, but I'm
sure y'all should have a lot of thoughts for this.
Yeah, I do have a lot of thoughts.
We have okay, moving on. Okay. Sorry. All right, Sanj, who are you checking this week?
This week I am checking Minister Cedrick Manor of New Beginnings International Outreach Ministry.
What a long church name. Talk about who needs an acronym.
First of all, you know what?
Why be in church is what they should be called. YFN Church.
MNBI.
That sounds like a rapper. MNBI.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, we do need an episode on church names. Because first, I've always seen a First Baptist. Have you ever seen a third or a second?
Never.
Is there a fourth Baptist?
I'm thinking
how you all gonna be one?
I think they mean first on this block. Like that has to be what they mean.
I've seen two on one block though. So what?
How are y'all all first? Just like Chinese food be like number one. Chinese, like, come on.
Anyways,
Top Billboard. They must have got the most streams.
That shit is funny. Oh God. So yeah, Minister Cedrick Manor was actually arrested for
embezzlement.
He's running a major drug trafficking organization through the church. Yeah. So I suppose at least this time you're not taking at least.
What was in the holy water?
That shit, it was lit.
They thought niggas was catching the Holy Ghost. Niggas
it was lit.
High.
Niggas was off the molly.
Niggas was high.
Off the pills.
It's like, ooh, I've been praying all day. Wasn't able to sleep.
God, damn. Niggas wide-eyed at church every morning. Wow. Man, this is the best church I've ever been to.
Just keep going. Stop.
Wow.
Please. I cannot believe that.
Man, at my church, everybody falls asleep.
Stop it.
But not this. No, sir. They distributing water and shit so that niggas don't pass out. But, yeah, so he also, his house was raided. They found 20 guns, hundreds of rounds of ammunition and drug paraphernalia. He actually even had his son working under him, but he was, rest in peace, shot and killed back in September. So, in addition, Minister Manor also kept an assault weapon next to his church wardrobe and a loaded semi-automatic gun next to his Bible.
This is why people don't go to the church. You got your son killed because of this, and I bet you delivered a hell of a sermon that next Sunday.
And how do you continue? Because that's concerning.
And it's also, 100% what you're doing is wrong. Like, you're living, that shit like that is always hard for me because you're living a direct contrast. Mm-hmm. Like, you're putting on a show and you know it.
Right.
There's no way you can justify that you're doing this for the Lord. Like, you know?
Especially when you have that kind of ammunition in a church.
Like, you really...
And there's families and people's children who frequent your church.
And you got to be big time if you got that much ammunition and your son got killed. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, fuck him.
That's, I don't know. Like, I really hate that, like...
Imagine how many people you turn away from God.
Exactly.
With shit like that.
Exactly. But like May said, the deacons is getting that bag nowadays.
Yeah, it's probably May's cousin. All right. So we have somebody that actually submitted a check to us.
Shout out.
In case y'all forgot, y'all can do that. So I'm gonna read it.
Can we give them a fake name?
Yeah, I was about to say I don't know if this person wants their name or not. They didn't specify.
Let's call them Latrell.
Can we call them YB and Latrell?
YB and Latrell it is.
We got to keep the acronyms going.
I love it.
All right, so hi Camille and Sanj. First, let me say I'm a huge fan of the podcast. I love how y'all talk about real world issues and not just bullshit, and that's why I'm writing this email. I need y'all to check my dad for me. Hey, thank you for listening.
The real shit with the sprinkle of bullshit is always how we like to do ours.
Here's the story. I'm the middle of 3 kids, and I'm the only one who's made something of themselves thus far. My brother has been in and out of jail since he was 16. He has 2 kids and 1 on the way. He's only 20.
Damn.
YB. Damn. And my sister moved all the way across the country to better herself. That was in quotations.
Wow.
Yet she is still a CNA. I just want to stop this to say the shade.
Hey, shout out to CNAs. Hey. Y'all keep doing y'all thing.
You did not have to go so hard. This was like he shaded. This is like multiple checks in one.
It's a whole profession, my G.
He said yet. Okay. Anyways, on to my dad. He just doesn't get it, nor get me. I'm a gay man and he can't stand it. He'd rather have a gangbanging son and an idiot daughter than me. More shade. Let's talk. Like talks about me behind my back to other homophobic men in my family. They make jokes at my expense and I'm tired of it. Help a brother out, please.
Thank you for sending your check.
Thank you for sending your check
and sharing that with us.
I guess that really fits in well with
really
everything that we've been talking about this episode of just like
not so timely
about men not having support. Like you would think your own father would be able to
accept you,
even if because it's still not good. You should accept me, but if for whatever reason you can't accept me, it's another thing to go and talk about me.
I agree
about me with other men. Like you give me like trying to lessen me as a man, and especially when I'm doing a good job as a man. Like I'm on my shit and I'm doing everything, and you will ignore all of that shit just because who I choose to love, which has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you.
Yeah, I feel you though, because I'm the middle kid and I'm gay.
So y'all got that connection.
Yeah, because that shit sucks. Because I feel like the middle kid could sometimes be an overachiever already. And then, so you have that and you're constantly trying to like remind your parents that you're there. By the way, I exist. I'm not the baby and I'm not like the grown up. Yeah. I'm here. And then, on top of that, you're gay. So you're trying to achieve to make up for, quote unquote, make up for the fact that you're gay, especially.
And I kind of feel like they don't want to see you because you're gay. So you're already not being seen because you're in the middle. And now you have to be like, hey.
Yeah, like you got to be. And so I'm sure you are consistently having to bring accomplishments to the center of the table if that's what your siblings have to show, and you're still not. I mean, damn. But I think, like you said, the worst part is that, you know, your dad is going out of his way to
belittle you
and talk about your sexuality to people who you haven't approved of, because really he's outing you again and again, and outing you specifically to homophobic people, to people he knows would agree with him. I wish it was somewhere where, you know, like maybe he would out you to somebody who would show him the error of his ways. So that just shows you even more. It's just like he's telling people specifically who would agree with him.
And also there has to be, as people in any relationship, there's going to be at least one thing about somebody that you don't like. So this is the one thing about me that you don't like, right? I have so many other good qualities that you can't look past.
Yeah,
you don't think there's something about you that I don't fucking like, and you're gonna go around and just talk about this thing all day. Like that, why does it bother you that much when there's other things, like you said, compared to your other children that you could be fucking looking at?
Yeah, because if your accomplishments aren't being brought to the table,
they have to have one thing that you don't like. Like what? Why is this just such a big deal to you? Like why is it hurting you so much? Especially when I'm just doing good. I'm doing good. So.
We checking your dad for sure. There you go.
To your daddy. There you go.
Don't tell him that, because then he gonna tell his friends about my
You gonna
gay
take
ass.
this about
This gay ass motherfucker try to tell me shit.
got 2 gay ass motherfuckers trying to tell me
try
shit.
to tell me shit.
Yeah, whatever. Maybe he should get a little gayness in his life, and so should your siblings. So then maybe they could start doing better. Maybe that's the secret ingredient that they missing. Chemical gay.
Hey, did you read the gay agenda or something?
I got a copy of it. Yeah, I didn't tell
From
y'all.
who? Illegal.
Don't
You
worry.
illegally
I
downloaded it.
illegally downloaded the gay agenda. I know. I got all y'all secrets, nigga. I'm about to start coming up.
God damn it.
Y'all ain't safe. All right.
Did you get to the page about heart disease? Yeah, because we figured out we got a cure. But just for us.
Let's move on.
Tipping on Bobos, wrapped in Bobos, tipping on Bobos, wrapped in Bobos, tipping on Bobos, wrapped in Bobos, pimping Bobos, and I'm packing Bobos.
All right, Camille, what's up? Who are you tipping?
All right, so I am tipping this DC company called Clean Decisions, and they are a company that specifically employs ex-felons
Oh, cool.
and people that have records, criminal records, people that are fresh out of jail. It's a DC, I believe, Black-owned company, and they provide cleaning services to restaurants, food trucks, commercial kitchens, and they do landscaping. So I just thought that was pretty cool. Like if you got out of jail and you're looking to get back on your feet, they want you to apply there. I think that's beautiful.
difficult.
Especially in DC, like that's bomb.
That's
like
difficult.
they're definitely
That's places where you actually need stuff
Exactly,
like that. Because
exactly.
nobody is around
Nobody's
actually
gonna
making
hire
sure
you.
that shit like that is happening.
So I think that's bomb.
Shout out to Clean Decisions.
Clean
I like that.
Decisions based out of DC.
That's awesome.
So that's it. Who are you tipping this week?
I am tipping Arike Ogunbowale.
Oh shit!
She is
That roll off the tongue.
Yeah, man. She is a Notre Dame women's basketball player.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She hit
two
two.
game winners. Those.
but not just two, back to back game winners. One in the Final Four,
Semifinals.
and the other one in the championship game.
The 2 most important game winners of her
Like,
career thus far.
what? That was crazy. I am like immensely. I was so like I've watched those clips over and over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah, and that last one was a doozy.
3
Is
seconds.
that the one where she was falling?
Yeah, the one she was coming
From the corner.
from out of bounds.
Did she shoot that in the corner? Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Mhm.
Oh my goodness! Like that was like the last 2 games of the last 2 Notre Dame games were more entertaining than like the men's basketball championship, because they just get them the whoopings. But that was awesome, and that was I was like I honestly watched that clip for probably an hour over and over. I was going back and forth between the two. It was just so cool. Like how often do you get to see that? But that was dope. So shout out to you, Enrique. She actually has a brother in the NFL and shit. I think they got a family that's just doing
they got
it.
an athletic family.
Yeah, it's cool. And then I actually have another tip, and this one is for Jaira Griffin, who is...
You picking some good names.
I know. She's a junior high school student from Riverdale, Illinois. She's actually an 8th grader, and she saved up her money for 1 year to help pay for low-income families' laundry at her local laundromat. So she saved up $900 and had a day when she just paid for everybody's laundry at the laundromat in a low-income neighborhood. Man. During spring break. So that was what she was doing during her spring break.
What a fucking sweetheart. Why
I wish
can't
we
I
could
be
give her
that
a champagne
good?
party, but I don't know if they do that where you from. But
Why can't I be that good of
that's
a person
crazy,
who
huh?
just thinks of
An
doing
8th grader.
that?
She's first of all, how did you save $900 in a year? Because let me know. What kind of
Wow,
plan
that
you
just
got?
really warmed my heart.
That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
You go, girl.
And those are, I mean, that's like a smaller scale thing, but that's so big. Because, damn, laundry is expensive.
Let me
It's at
fucking
the
tell
laundromat?
you.
The laundromat is pricey.
I have been doing my laundry at home probably since I moved here. Because I go to LA so much. I did my laundry here. And guess what's sitting in the bag waiting for me to go back to LA this weekend? My laundry. $225 a wash? Is that real? Is that normal prices?
Are you asking me or is it?
I'm asking you.
I don't know what normal. I like me a 125.
You feel me? That's what I'm saying. That don't sound right. 225, but watch the fuck out of here.
It's it's a machine. Across my house is 425 for a medium size one. 425.
Yeah, that shit sound crazy as fuck.
But yeah, shout out to you, Jared. That's
if any 8th grader in San Diego wants to do that.
Yeah, I guess. So she was inspired because she noticed that first she tutors the kids. So she noticed that the kids that she tutored didn't always have clean clothes to wear, or washing machines or dryers, and so she just took the liberty to do this, which is awesome. Man, what are my little sisters doing?
What 8th grader is just gonna?
They call them niggas up. Like, y'all asses up, nigga. What the fuck? Where's your? Can I hold something? Y'all got some laundry money for me? No. Shit.
Lazy ass kids.
Oh, God damn it. This is my last one.
You
I
are
promise.
fucking balling, my nigga. How much tip money do you got?
I mean, I haven't been going out that much this week, so I saved mine
You
up.
saved it up.
So my last tip, we've done this one before, but this is pretty cool. Black Panther. I'm tipping it because I'm tipping the movie. It was the first film that's going to be shown in Saudi Arabia.
Saw that.
After a 35-year ban. That's huge.
Like, damn. Niggas wasn't watching movies for 35 years, and this is the first
and
one
this
that
is
they
the
get to
first
watch.
movie they get to
And
watch.
it's a good one.
I'm so glad that this is how black people are about to be introduced into Saudi Arabian culture. Nigga, they're gonna come over here like, you got that vibranium on you.
Has there been a weed strand named Vibranium yet?
Oh, soon enough. Soon enough.
That's gonna be the new name for Purple Kush. They go.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I mean,
I've already seen drinks.
I cannot do this. That's gonna be quick.
Yeah.
Very quickly and very much in a hurry.
Vibranium is gonna be the next weed strand. I'm sure there's somewhere with.
Nigga, what the?
Nigga, this that vibranium.
Oh shit, man, this shit really is.
They're gonna be like, oh shit, the Black Panther is being stripped away.
The power of the Black Panther is now going to be stripped away.
Oh man.
Damn, I'm trying to smoke up on some vibranium. Some Wakanda.
I'm not. Then I start seeing Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, jeez.
Mbaka, was that you?
Oh, God damn, this vibranium got reached.
I'm be going up to white people like, colonizer, move. I'll be arrested by 2 o'clock.
She must have been smoking that vibranium.
Yeah, you heard what happened to Camille. She was on that vibranium. She was going around slapping white people. Damn. Yeah, no. Keep me away. Just give me regular weed. Thanks.
That's it for this week.
All right, y'all. If you're still listening, subscribe. Leave comments and rate us on iTunes.
Did we talk about the event that we're having?
Yep, I talked about it at the beginning.
Was I here?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
We could rewind the tape and see. All right, y'all.
Peace.
Nope, I want you to stop.